将汗水化作成功的印记，在擂台上被淬炼成无畏的战士。今夜 ，JCK 绝城之夜 N103，让战斗点燃全场。
JCK fans, welcome to Fight Night 103. We're live from Shanxi, China at the iconic JCK International Fight Center. Another night of explosive JCK action is coming your way. A look now at the matchups graphic for tonight's main event. China's Bideliya faces his equal in Brazil's Luann Pantera.
That's right, Vaughn. Both these fighters brought a wrestling base to MMA, and they joined world-class striking teams and developed into elite strikers in their own right. Luann Pantera has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but Bideliya has developed into a grappling wizard in his own right. Both these fighters are 28 years old, with the reach difference only 1 centimeter. That's as close as it gets.
And the co-main event promises to deliver as well, as JCK superstars Amanhali and Zhao GuoAn go toe-to-toe later on tonight. Woody, Amanhali is a huge lightweight. Zhao GuoAn is moving up from featherweight. He has never faced anyone with the reach and power of Amanhali, and Zhao GuoAn needs to respect that in the striking exchanges tonight.
Totally agree, and Amanhali needs to keep the fight on the feet at all costs, because Zhao GuoAn has shown he's in a league of his own when it hits the deck. And that's exactly where Amanhali had those 2 losses against the Mongolian superstar Namnambayer and our champ, Ai Lee. Fight fans, I'm Woody Potgieter.
I'm Vaughn Anderson, and here's your host, Yang Guang.
Thanks, Vaughn. Thanks, Woody. 所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与大家见面，我是您的老朋友杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络竞技有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际经济技术合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港国际联合知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的 JCK 战绝城 N103的比赛。那么今晚的比赛将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、T4互联网电视、虎牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢今晚的赞助品牌千岁汽车、毛江1953、华肯乳业集团、梅花飞德士。同时还要特别感谢阿若博巴品牌对今天晚上比赛的赞助播出。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛Bideliya对阵卢安潘特拉，联合主赛阿曼哈利革命81大战赵国安。正赛方面，李洪基对阵巴旬大辉，张玉鹤对阵李钟焕，WuLeiyifu对阵塔兰特叶斯达伍列特。那么复赛方面，胡涛对阵松原真介，Yedeli穆黑亚提对阵布火阿嘎，杜子怡大战安娜克拉拉，阿里马斯Yeerbaoli对阵王美川，比尔勒克阿曼泰对阵努尔埃赫迈提纳斯尔。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛比试世界综合格斗的新浪潮。在此非常高兴能与现场以及屏幕前的诸位共同见证和引领这股新的浪潮。接下来我们闲言少叙，书开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。
Here we go. Now it's time for the first fight of the evening. This is a bantamweight clash. Making his way to the ring from the blue corner, Nueraihemaiti, Nasier. Nueraihemaiti has 2 undocumented MMA wins and a few other combat sports accolades, which he brings into his JCK debut. Hailing from the northwest Xinjiang region of China, he now lives in the southern province of Guangdong in the famous factory town of Dongguan, training at the Volcano Fight Club there. He looks in great shape, and there are no shortage of tough fighters from his home region. Just 20 years old, looking forward to what Nueraihemaiti brings to his JCK debut tonight, Woody.
Vaughn, I have a bit of a side note on this one, which is kind of cool. His coach, we've seen his coach back in the day. He was a pro fighter, put on some pounds, then moved to Zhao GuoAn, and we spent time with him in the sauna. And I remind, when we saw him at the ceremonial weigh-ins, how much weight his coach has dropped off. And I think it's him putting in the work with these fighters, which can only mean good things for the likes of Nueraihemaiti. Because if you've got a good coach, training and drilling and pushing you in the cage, it helps you get ready.
Nueraihemaiti steps into the JCK cage for the first time.
There we have a look at his opponent walking out of the red corner, Bierleke. This kid is 19 years old, and he is training at a very active team here in Shanxi. The team's name is Yedeli Fight Club, and they have a huge roster there. We see a fighter from their team at almost every JCK. So they're very close to the JCK Fight Center, and only 19 years old. It's easy to think this kid is very, very green behind the wet behind the ears, but he's already had 4 fights, and all those fights were wins, and only one of them went the distance. His finishes are very diverse, with one flying knee, one with a ground and pound, and one with an arm triangle. Both these fighters are making their debut here at JCK tonight, but if you take into account that Bierleke has a 10 centimeter reach advantage, and there's also the 5 centimeter height difference, I probably would say he must be the betting favorite with his 4-0 record. But you never know with these debutants, especially when they're this very young. We have yet to see what kind of fighters they will develop into, and this really is the start of their careers. See there, Dada, the referee, getting him ready. There he is. Welcome, Bierleke, to the JCK Fight cage. Stepping in there.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, we see there's 2 young bucks here. Bierleke is one of 3 19-year-olds on the card tonight.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子雏量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高170公分，臂展175厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄20岁，来自于火山格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上杀了 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是Nueraihemaiti。本场比赛，红方选手身高175公分，臂展185厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄19岁，来自于盐湖搏击俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩4战全胜。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是Bierleke。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Judge, fine, ready, fight!
And we're off, and we have Bierleke in the red corner and Nueraihemaiti in the blue.
Bierleke opens up with the first shot. Goes up high with a kick there. The size difference of these two fighters is obvious. Look how big Bierleke looks next to Nueraihemaiti.
Catches him with a very beautiful right cross over the top.
Nueraihemaiti with a low kick. Oh, a beautiful spinning heel kick to the guts, delivered by Bierleke. Nice jab from Bierleke.
I like the straight punches on him. He's really using his reach in this exchange.
I'd like to see more head movement from Nueraihemaiti. Really the best way to close the distance, in my opinion. Beautiful counters there from both fighters.
Respecting each other here. Tell you what, when we did see that from a couple of cards ago, that the action has been pushed so much more to the undercard. You see that the referee not warning them about fingers being pulled out. Needs to
There's a nice cross from Nueraihemaiti. Missed with that kick. Bierleke capitalizes and gets his opponent, Nueraihemaiti, to the ground. Hammer fist there, controlling. Look at this. Good. Whoa! Nueraihemaiti looks for the back. He ends up on his back now with Nueraihemaiti in his guard.
He's already trapping that arm like he's setting up an armbar. His hips a little bit more.
Nueraihemaiti needs to be careful here. He's peppering here with an elbow, forearm perhaps.
Nice hip pressure from Nueraihemaiti.
We've not even reached the halfway mark here in this first round.
Bierleke, he's staying pretty active here, threatening, trying to set up, see what to do. Oh, buddy, oh, beautifully stepped over by Nueraihemaiti.
Bierleke wrestles his way up to his feet and looks for a beautiful slam. Now he's digging in the hooks. He's got both hooks in.
He's got the back already.
Nueraihemaiti needs to be careful here. Some showboating. Nueraihemaiti making Bierleke think twice about showboating here.
He grabbed the fence there for a moment. I wonder. Beautifully wrestled down. Look at the physicality and the athleticism of both these fighters. Managing to keep his balance there was Nueraihemaiti. Looking to trap the wrist there on the far side.
Bierleke back on the bottom. Oh, look at this. Nueraihemaiti.
Oh, nicely done. Look at that.
Slick work from
Bierleke, but
Bierleke. Get out from the bottom. Now he's threatening to pop into the back there.
Look at the defense. This is the second time that Nueraihemaiti, he's pulling up the leg.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, almost beautiful. Sorry, I spoke too quickly there. Tried to get the takedown. He ended up on his back. Now he's threatening with the guillotine, but I don't think that's going to work.
Leg drag position here.
Bierleke pops his head out and makes Nueraihemaiti pay for that. Beautiful work.
Nice punches there. Makes him turn, give his back. Beautiful ground and pound here.
We might see another beautiful slam here from Bierleke. Good work. Gets his rival to the ground, but Nueraihemaiti is back to his feet.
You heard the crowd cheering and clapping hands there. Big punches here.
Although both fighters are from the northwest region of China, far from here. Only Bierleke trains in this province, just a few hundred kilometers away. So the local support is coming for Bierleke tonight.
Like I said, YuHe Fight Team, they're so active in JCK. Not only will he have a lot of teammates here, but he might even have some of the family members of the teammates, no crowd behind them, having some, both these guys not from this area, but they'll have some home ground advantage, as you said.
Clara 그러고 아동 없는 거랑 너무 작다. 좀 처음 바꿔. 오던 게임은 그냥 그런 게 이제 오던 게임은 좀 바꿔.
Let's have a look at some of the highlights of that first round. What started things off was a nice right cross. Nice back and forth with the wrestling. Both these guys showing some wrestling skills. But personally, I think Bierleke was just a little bit more dominant. And landed a lot of these nice ground and pound.
How would you score that first round, Woody?
I would say red corner.
Ready.
Bierleke, I have to agree with you there. But it was a real action-packed first round with a lot of variety. Beautiful low kick there from Bierleke to start things off here in the second round. Another nice kick from Bierleke.
Both these guys have good right hands. You saw there from Nueraihemaiti. He kind of does a good job of pushing that jab out and trying to time the big right hand over the top. And had some success with that a few times already.
Early in the second round, Nueraihemaiti has done a little bit better than he did in the first round. A little slow start for him, perhaps, getting used to the reach and the speed of Bierleke.
A very unorthodox way of doing those low kicks. See here, Bierleke just staying outside, slipping back and countering, trying to. Oh, nice back kick to the midsection, finds home. Stiff jab also finds home.
Bierleke landed that beautiful spinning heel kick twice.
In a row.
Beautiful cross counter from Bierleke. Here's the body lock.
Beautifully.
Nueraihemaiti able to shook that off before he went for a ride like he did a couple times in that last round.
Bierleke, he does good at just controlling the range. A lot of times he manages to just slip outside and throw counters of his own. Oh, hits a right hand.
When they exchange these straight punches, Bierleke always seems to get the better of the exchange.
Getting a verbal warning there, telling him, don't make your fingers straight. Next time, I will penalize you. This is the second warning.
Beautiful dash to the body shot from Bierleke. Nueraihemaiti scoring with some low kicks. Spinning back fist attempt from Bierleke.
Every time we get the second half of the round, it feels like Bierleke is just starting to pull away. It comes to the cardio and the confidence. I think the first round too, this is where, they exchange right crosses, both finding home.
Oh, that kick fell short. Boom! Beautiful slam. Nueraihemaiti back to his feet quickly though.
Look at the difference in just the posture and the energy. Bierleke, he's looking very comfortable, still looking pretty fresh. His hands up high. Goes for the head kick. Whoa. The head of Nueraihemaiti, he's just rocked back.
It's Bierleke's round so far, pacing, stalking forward, pushing Nueraihemaiti to backstep.
Another kick to the body.
Oh, there's a double leg attempt. Beautiful takedown defense displayed by Bierleke.
Well, now he grabs a single leg of his own and he gets him down. And then we're 2 hooks in on the back.
Oh, he's got to be careful now. He's looking. It's Bierleke looking for the throat.
Oh, this is bad. He's already got it wrapped up. Will he be able to squeeze him? He's going to roll
That looks
to the back.
deep, Woody. That looks deep.
I think this is going to be it. Can he survive for 40 seconds?
I think he's out.
He has his thumb up. He's just eating it, but... Oh, he
fantastic work from Bierleke. Finishes Nueraihemaiti with a second round reverse guillotine.
Bierleke, you know, I had him pegged as a slight favorite, but it was pretty well matched up until it wasn't. And there he is waking up. We see him now getting back to his feet. He's okay. He went to La La Land for a little bit, but here we do. Have a look at the highlight of this finish. He slides that hand in. He does, you know, he cleans it, but he resets it. And over here, falls back and goes palm to palm. And here the referee checks, and that's it. We'll go to the official announcement.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则除两级复赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手比尔勒克阿曼泰，第二回合4分27秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke。接下来掌声有请颁奖嘉宾广东银城资本投资有限公司董事曾俊仁先生。好，感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手出色的发挥，谢谢。
Here we go. It's time for the second fight of the evening. Another bantamweight clash. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner. It's the Pishan Rattlesnake, Wang Meichuan. Hailing from Sichuan province, only 20 years of age. Training in Chengdu at Reverse Combat. Wang Meichuan is coming into this JCK debut officially 1-3 with his lone documented win coming via second round rear naked choke. Boxing titles and a stand-up base in his bag, which he brought into his MMA career training under boxing-based Chun Rei that heads Reverse Combat in Chengdu. Wang hasn't traveled far from his hometown, as his nickname leads us to know. The Pishan Rattlesnake. Pishan, of course, is a suburb of Chengdu, and the Rattlesnake praises his deadly striking speed. Woody, here's some MMA trivia for you. What major MMA gym is located in Pishan? It's Unbo Fight Club on the outskirts of Chengdu. Anyway, here we go.
There we have a look at his opponent. Alimasi Yeerbaoli is 25 years old. He burst onto the scene with 2 finishes in JCK. His last fight went the distance, but he lost that to a decision. He has a good wrestling and submission game, and I believe he will look to take his opponent to the ground if you consider who his opponent's coach is, and that is obviously Chun Rei, who we just spoke about. Or he might try to copy what Woods just did to his coach and flatline his opponent in just the starting seconds. Anyway, one thing we have seen recently is that the fighters and the refs all want to push the action, so I doubt this will be a boring fight. And look who he has in his corner. That, of course, is Ramon, the black belt, who's got another teammate of his fighting in the very main event. Pantera is obviously in the main event, and that makes you think that Alimasi will be trying to use his grappling, heavy training. I mean, he does have a wrestling base, and I think he'll look to utilize that. But Nueraihemaiti, also no slouch on the ground. Let's see how this plays out. Both these fighters are still pretty young. There he is, stepping into the JCK cage again is Alimasi Yeerbaoli.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we see it will be Wang that enjoys a slight reach advantage tonight.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子雏量级的复赛争夺，两位选手身高172公分，臂展172厘米，体重61.30公斤，年龄20岁，来自于逆转格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩5战2胜3负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是郫县响尾蛇Meichuan。本场比赛，红方选手身高172公分，臂展169厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄25岁，来自于皓月搏击 MMA 综合格斗战绩10战6胜4负 ，JCK 战决城战绩3战2胜1负，他就是红方选手Alimasi Yeerbaoli。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
George, time. Unit, fight. Go.
Alimasi in the blue, in the red corner, and Wang in the blue. We have an explosive start.
Alimasi in the southpaw stance. Looking for the takedown. He's got Wang pushed against the cage wall. He's got him down now. Alimasi looking to score some points here. He's got to be careful to control well and not let Wang back to his feet again.
Look at that heavy hip pressure from him. The pressure here, and we have seen we've seen the referees. Oh, look at that one. Using the butterfly hook to try and get up. If the action slows down just a little bit, the referees stand them up. Look at the blood there on the floor. He's coming out of the nose of Alimasi.
Alimasi doing a great job of control, but at the same time, Meichuan is doing a great job of defending. He hasn't taken any hard shots really from this position. Nonetheless, he is held down and controlled against the cage wall like this, and if the clock runs down and it doesn't change, I believe Alimasi will have won the round. Meichuan back to his feet now. Both fighters take the center of the cage. Wang light on his feet. Alimasi looks a little bit apprehensive, to be honest.
Nice kick. Very fast from Wang. He's holding his nose there. I think he might have a fractured nose from that first engagement. Wang, he's got it.
Beautiful cross there from Wang, slices through the guard, but Alimasi chases him down, gets his body lock, and dunks him on his head. Beautiful slam right there.
Huge slam. He might be pushing to the back already. There we see Wang turning into him, facing him. That's the right thing to do there.
You gotta ask yourself, have the strikes of Wang that landed hurt as much as that slam would have? Yeah, beautiful slam from Alimasi. You almost want to give him striking superiority points there.
Just because of the slam.
Wang doing a good job here, controlling tight here, making it difficult for Alimasi to let off any heavy hands, elbows, and legs. Looking for the elevator sweep here with that butterfly hook.
Heavy hips here. You know, this is exactly where he wants to be, on top of the striker. And can Wang work his day? He kicks his way up. Can he scramble up now? Nice up kick. Just misses the face. Alimasi needs to respect him. He also can't just dive in. He might dive right into a triangle. So he is aware of it. He's trying to pass the guard. He enters into that open guard.
Short elbows from Alimasi on the top here. The referee has had enough of the stalling. Standing both fighters up here. Just over 30 seconds remaining in this first round. On the attack with a double leg attempt of his own.
Fakes the looping hook and then drops down for his own takedown attempt. But it's Alimasi looking with that. Look at that, he's got that overhook. Looking for that Uchimata. Good work from Wang. What a nice back and forth between these two.
Final seconds of this round. And a knee and a few punches from Wang to end the round.
Man, it feels like Wang Meichuan is just growing as this fight moves on, and he's very calm and collected in there. Obviously, Alimasi had the wrestling advantage, but I feel like
Here's the replay. Wham!
But he gets in one back. Wang eats that right cross and throws back an even harder one of his own. I think that's the one that hurts Alimasi's nose.
That's the slam that I love the most in this fight so far.
That's the kind of slam that tests the integrity of the cage.
Fight!
Round 2 begins. A reminder, Alimasi is in the southpaw stance.
Straight cross right on the button from Wang, fights home.
Wang going high there with the legs. Look at that footwork of Wang Meichuan, just like his coach, Chun Rui. In and out, light on his feet, always moving, never a static target.
3 inside kicks. Outside of the range, goes to the head. Alimasi needs to find a way to get this fight to the ground.
Beautiful head work there, head movement from Alimasi, evading those hard punches from the rattlesnake. Wang Meichuan.
Alimasi on top here. Will you be able to read these legs away from the cage wall?
Haven't even gone 1 minute deep into this fight yet.
Now to the close guard of Wang. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second round.
Instructions coming from Eduardo Hamon in the corner of Alimasi. You can see him there in the shot. Both are training in Shandong at YuHe Fight Club. Beautiful control from Alimasi. Meichuan doing his best to get Alimasi off of him. But so far, it's been a tough job. Some strikes there from Alimasi. He's got to watch the up kicks. He ate a few of those in the last round. There's another up kick.
Look at the nice shoulder pressure. There's a pass, but the cage wall is stopping him from passing through. He needs to be careful. He might be caught in a triangle here. Look at Alimasi. He steps over that leg, not allowing him to finish. Now Alimasi can pass. We see him in side control. Looks like he might be setting up an anaconda here. If Wang makes the mistake of wrestling into him, he doesn't.
And fist there from Alimasi, looking to score. It's been a good round for him. The referee stands them up. Shows sportsmanship as both fighters slap hands, back to their feet. There's a beautiful knee from Wang.
Lands in the end, a nice combination afterwards. One needs to circle out here. He's getting himself pushed back to the cage.
Look at this, Wang able to maintain his posture, but he's given up his back perhaps. Alimasi needs to carefully control here the back. There's a hook, there's the other one.
2 hooks in. You just saw something like this end in. Someone go to sleep. Is Alimasi able to nice elbow from the back, softening him up, right in the ear, hammer fist on the ear. Big elbows dropped here. Good control here. Look at that. Wrist control goes to the body lock. Oh, he's starting to cinch the sink. Wang needs to pull that hand down.
That looks deep. Wang's in trouble here. He needs to look to get his chin into the crotch of the elbow and then push that choking arm over his face.
More like a neck cramp right now, but he might, if he can get it under the chin. Wang is in trouble here. Unable, oh, he switches arms very nicely. This is under the chin. Now Wang needs to really peel that hand. Wang needs to get that hand out. This is bad for him.
The clock is ticking. Final 20 seconds. Can Wang survive? Look at the grimace on his face. He's struggling here. The body lock triangle is making things difficult for him. Final 10 seconds. Can he hold on? Look at that. He's pried the choke free. He should be able to last until the bell rings.
Now he wraps up the hand.
One round apiece on my scorecard. Woody, what do you say?
I agree with you, and really big hard showing here by Wang. You know, surviving, eating that rear naked choke, not choosing to tap, also not going to sleep.
你2回合都赢了啊！
等我姐
都你的啊！
啊，你这样给他扶的啊，输了。
Let's have a look at some of the highlights. This is where
Wang did his best to try to shook Alimasi off him, but it was to no avail. Alimasi on Wang like glue for most of this round. And then when he got his hooks in on the back,
he dropped some heavy elbows there.
And nearly finished him here.
Look how quickly he switches the arm here when he changes sides. Oh, it doesn't show.
To go. Ready? Fight!
Alimasi in the red and Wang in the blue. Wang still light on his feet.
Alimasi seems to have spent a lot of energy looking for the finish in that last round. Beautiful accuracy.
That lead leg for Fan Ho. Kind of stunned. Oh, nice.
Look at this. Alimasi exhausted, looking for the takedown. Wang still fresh though, even though he survived that near submission.
Oh, he's on his back. He's got the rear naked choke. Is it in?
Look at this.
That's the back. He's looking
a taste
for
of his own medicine.
really at an angle here.
Wang Meichuan with the body lock and the rear naked choke attempt. He lets go of it, but he stays on the back.
Still on the back, he needs to shift just a little bit. He's falling off slightly.
The major observation that we've made from the start of this round is that Alimasi is just lost all of his energy. And Wang Meichuan is still fresh. Wang looking to score here from mount. Alimasi almost like he's injured. Really struggling here.
It's super tired, exhausted here.
Wang Meichuan looking for the right opportunity. He's got the back again. Alimasi's got enough fight in him to fight this choke. But for how long? Beautiful. Now Wang Meichuan is on top here in mount, throwing down some punches.
And Wang is relentless. He's not stopping. He's just peppering away at the already exhausted Alimasi. You know, he's surviving. He's right in his own corner. We hear his corner there giving instruction, but Wang just riding on top of him.
I think Wang has an opportunity here to finish the fight with strikes if he wants to. You know, he's looking for the submission.
Yeah, I think he should also go back to his strikes. Had a lot of success with that. Might be falling off here.
Ground and pound would do it at this point. You know, Alimasi is really struggling here. Wang has to make sure that he gets the job done before Alimasi recovers. He gets another burst of energy.
Big attempt, a nice knee to the body. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left.
This is make it or break it for both fighters. I think Wang needs to take advantage of the fact that he's got more gas in his tank than Alimasi. This is not what he wants to be doing right now.
And you know, some smarts about Alimasi, knowing that, you know, he needs to get this to the ground. He needs to be on top. But he needs to push action, because we saw the referees don't allow you to stall much here at JCK. One warning. And Nasier just trying to stay active here.
I will say that I had Wang almost guaranteed to win a minute ago, and now I can't be sure of that. Alimasi has got a lucky break, I believe.
I think the referee's going to stand up very soon if he doesn't. Okay, now he throws some hands. Wang needs to scramble more. Only 1 minute left.
Watch the up kicks when the knees are on the ground. Referee giving Wang the warning. Now Wang threatening with a triangle. Alimasi wise to it, shakes it off.
Wang needs to scoot out here, show some desperation. Nice hammer fist from the bottom, but
Wang is...
There he is, scooting back. Can he get up?
Wang is fighting like he's convinced he's won the last 2 rounds. You know, I think that he definitely seems to have more composure. He seems to have more energy than Alimasi. I really think he needs to disengage and let Alimasi have it, or Alimasi is going to steal this round.
He's back on his feet.
They go under from both fighters. The referee breaks them apart. This is Wang's chance here. I think Alimasi is in the lead here.
Says let's throw down.
Early go. There's a knee.
I must say, having none of it, he wants to wrestle. He's exhausted. Wang working there.
It will be interesting because the judges have their own way of looking at things that I don't completely understand it. So there is a chance that they will give this fight to Wang under JCK rule set. But in the rules that I'm most familiar with, I think Alimasi has done more. What do you think, Woody?
I don't think so. I think he didn't do enough damage that third round. I think Wang did more damage at the beginning of the third round, and he obviously won one round. So, yeah, but let's see. Let's go to the judge's decision and see what the judges say in the official decision.
Let's look at these highlights from the fight as the judges tally up the scorecards. Alimasi with a beautiful series of takedowns, that beautiful dump, Wang landing on his head there, and then some nice elbows from the top. This was here in the second round. Alimasi getting the back of Wang. Meichuan nearly finishing him there. Then it was Wang's turn to take the back of Alimasi. More ground control in the third round, and the fight ended like this.
Right there. Come on, come on.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 1 29-28。2号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 2 29-28。3号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 3 29-28。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定红方胜。For the winner. By unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China. The right corner, Alimasi Yeerbaoli. 等一下，双方选手请留步，Alimasi。接下来我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，中国国际经济技术合作促进会经济体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会执行会长陈子荣先生。感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手。
Here we go. It's time for the third fight of the evening. Making her way to the cage now from the blue corner. It's Clara coming from Brazil. This, by the way, is a female strawweight clash. The Shark, Clara, boasts 2 submission wins in her young career so far. She is just 20 years old, has never been finished, and has only one decision loss blemish on her record. She arrived in China at the age of 17, began fighting pro just after her 18th birthday. Speaking of birthdays, the Shark turned 21 years old the day after tomorrow. She's a brown belt in BJJ, training out of Fuzhou City in China's Fujian province. No doubt, she's looking for an early birthday present with a quick victory tonight. Clara gets ready for her JCK debut.
Yeah, you see there, You know, she trains with a whole bunch of killers there in Fuzhou, and she looked very confident, very focused, her demeanor. She was like staring down her opponent, you know, telling her she's going to beat her up. She was very verbal and official at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and there's a confidence about her. Obviously, I think her game plan will be reasonably simple, considering that she is a brown belt fighting somebody who's a kickboxing, you know, making the move to MMA, and also herself training with such a tough group of high-level grapplers.
Very crazy altercation at the weigh-ins yesterday. Anna Clara taking this personally.
And there is her opponent walking out of the red corner, Ziyi. In Chinese, her nickname is Xiaomifeng, which translates to Bumblebee. She is in fact not just a fighter, but also a very popular influencer. Her tiny and cute demeanor has made her a hit amongst the fans. She has had one professional MMA fight, which she won. It went the difference, and we see that she trains with GuoAn. He himself, there he is, Coach GuoAn. He was a very formidable kickboxer back in the day. I even trained with him back in the day. Now he has his own team with stars like Haila Erka in his camp. And I asked him who coaches her jiu-jitsu, what are her training partners. He says he has a purple belt in the train, but Haila Erka himself is also helping to coach the grappling, and he is fighting at the same division as her. She didn't cut too much. She's fighting at 52. Haila Erka, of course, fights at 57, but she walks around at around 53, 54, he says. So this is a very comfortable weight class for her to make, and she'll be feeling very fresh and strong. He made sure to point out to me is that he has high hopes for this young girl. Do not take her looks and be fooled. She might just be cute and friendly on the outside, but she's willing to throw. She trains with only men, and she spars with pro fighters, and she's as tough as gets. And I'm very excited to see, will she be able to, you know, keep her on the feet or survive on the ground with Anna Clara. Welcome, the Bumblebee, Ziyi, to JCK.
A look now at the tail of the tape again. Two youngsters, Ziyi, the second 19-year-old to fight tonight.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 女子草量级的复赛争夺，蓝方选手身高163公分，臂展164厘米，体重52.10公斤，年龄21岁，来自于 FC BJJ MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Azealand, Brazil, the Inner Shark, Anna Clara。本场比赛，红方选手身高157公分，臂展155厘米，体重51.80公斤，年龄19岁，来自于郭强格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩5战全胜。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的红方选手小蜜蜂Ziyi。The referee who charged in this octagon is Mr. Thomas Hwan.
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
Anna in the blue corner and Du in the red. Oh, fast low kick from Du. Very crisp low kick here from
Ziyi opening up with a beautiful combination there.
Landed with that last hook on the exit. super fast inside kick. Anna walking her down. Oh, catches it with another left hook. Goes for the overhand, works the body.
Following the instructions of her corner, we can hear them all the way out here.
It's another right hand, does Anna. There's a big hook. Ziyi throwing some bombs here. Nice low kick. Lots of fakes from her. Clara hasn't really done anything, just walking her down, marching forward. Looking very much like Alex Pereira in the way she stands and just plods forward.
But a static target there for the aggressive Ziyi. If this stays on the feet, it's very doubtful Anna Shark will get the victory.
Now Anna tries to clean sharp. She's got.
This is the right thing to do for Anna Shark.
She had a nice double underhook there, but Ziyi manages to swim one hand inside. Now she's starting to look like she wants to get out of the circle out. Anna Shark hasn't shown like she wants to change levels yet. Very surprised.
This Ziyi doing a great job of reversing the situation here. Now she's got Anna Clara pushed against the cage wall. Anna Clara digging in the underhook. She's got double unders now. And now it's Ziyi who's pressed against the cage wall.
Ziyi managed to push that head to side. She got the far side underhook back again. 2 minutes and 10 seconds already passed. Almost at the halfway point of this fight. First round, I mean.
Ziyi gets away from the cage wall. Beautiful takedown there from Anna Shark. And she's on top. Beautiful old school judo sacrifice throw. Gets Anna Clara on to the top position here. And she gets a chance to shine, perhaps for the first time in this fight.
Ziyi just holding on for dear life. Anna Clara staying active enough. Goes to full mount. Now we see Anna Clara dropping some bombs, but Ziyi has got that hand underneath. She might be looking for Strawweight. You need to be careful with the triangle.
Careful with the triangle. Anna Clara,
I think she's starting to cinch this in, the triangle.
A BJJ brown belt on the attack here with a triangle choke here. Is the Bumblebee going to be able to fight this off? It looks bad for her.
Bumblebee is back on top. She needs to be careful with her arm.
Ziyi doing what she can to fight this, but she's still stuck in that triangle.
Staying on top, takes her arm pretty well.
Gotta watch for that arm bar. But from this angle, this is kind of a inverted triangle. So the arm bar opportunities are a little bit different here.
Yeah, she's trying to push the pressure, but it looks like the one shoulder isn't that tight. Hard to open up what she can do here. She can just stand up and try to shake her off now. But Anna Clara, she can just keep the squeeze on.
Readjusting that triangle choke. You gotta wonder, how much gas does Ziyi have now? It might not be the tightest triangle, but when you're huffing and puffing and you got pressure on your arteries.
Look at what Ziyi is doing. She's got that knee in the face of Anna Clara, making it very uncomfortable for her.
Thomas Fan, the referee, checking to see if Ziyi is still conscious. She is.
And she has her knee right on the face of Anna Clara. She's trying not to fall over.
This is an opportunity perhaps for Anna Clara if she can get the head down.
This is like a reverse triangle. Like the lock is on the wrong side, so the pressure is very hard to be. Very crazy. Beautiful. Now she switches the triangle. This is what she wants to do.
Ziyi doing her best to fight this triangle attack, but she's been in a version of the triangle for quite some time now. The clock is running down.
Just holding her arm very tightly.
10 seconds left. Will she be able to survive this? I bet she can. Anna Clara looking to finish now with an arm bar.
2 seconds left.
That's the time. Ziyi survives that series of submission attempts. But she did very, very well in the first round. But then a very dominant
the first half.
Pretty good. But next round,
Vai ficar brincando
next
não.
round, take down faster.
Isso, derrubar logo. Aí.
Because there's damage.
And she hit her with
Here's the replays.
So many left hooks landed.
Boom. This obviously in the early part of the round. Kicks, punches.
But now that Ana Clara has felt her wrestling and
There's
she's
that
taken to the
beautiful
ground,
takedown.
I think Ana Clara is going to be much more urgent in the second round to get that takedown. And Ziyi needs to move. Keep herself a moving target.
Ready? Fight!
Round 2 begins.
Nice jab from Ziyi. Gets a smile from Ana Clara.
Likewise, as you were saying, Woody, I'm sure that Ziyi is going to be wary of the takedown attempts. Try not to engage in any clinch position and keep the distance and look to pick Ana Clara apart. Ana Clara, of course, looking to close the distance, get the fight to the ground where she obviously has the advantage.
And just saw Ana Clara try to clinch up again. Oh, nice jab to the body and overhand. Ana Clara says it's nothing, but I don't know many people do that. I feel like they're trying to sell that it doesn't hurt, but stiff jabs from Ziyi right to the body. Another low kick. Turn around. She has a throw of her own.
Now,
Going for a guillotine.
Ana Clara popping up, jumping guard, trying to finish the guillotine here from Mount. Doesn't look like the head's in the right spot though.
She's just cranking on that neck.
Ziyi fighting to stay in this fight. Thomas Fan readjusting the hand position of Ziyi.
And he's not. Look at how tough she is. Bumblebee not backing off, but
That's
this
a
is
tight
all-
choke.
Man, Ana Clara is putting it on here. Ziyi tough as nails. Look at her. She keeps squirming, surviving. Oh, that's it. She taps. It's over.
Ana Clara gets a beautiful guillotine submission, but she had to work for it. Ziyi putting up a hell of a fight. Congratulations to Ana Clara. An early birthday present for her, winning by submission here in her JCK debut 2 days before her 21st birthday. Congratulations to this young lady.
And she's celebrating in the corner. Anna Shah comes in here. We knew she was a grappling specialist, and that's exactly the way the card played out. Congratulations. Let's have a look there. She jumps guard into that guillotine and immediately rolls over. And Ziyi, she survived pretty well. Lots of props to her. She did good there surviving that long, but that was tight.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场女子 MMA 综合格斗规则草量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于巴西的蓝方选手安娜鲨鱼 Ana Clara 第二回合1分37秒使用断头台降服获胜。The winner is Buhuoaga, win by guillotine choke.
Time now for the fourth fight of the evening. A flyweight scrap making his way to the cage now from the blue corner. It's the little warrior, Buhuoaga, the third 19-year-old to fight tonight. The first two have gone 1-0. Although this is Buhuoaga's first JCK appearance, international fans of JCK should by now have picked up on the hero's sash worn across the chest of many of our best fighters. Fans may also recognize the family name Buhuo. A few of those fighters share this name. If you understand that, you'll know that Buhuoaga represents the E-minority group which thrives in southwestern China, most predominantly in the mountains of Sichuan province, where in fact Buhuoaga lives and trains at the E-Fight Club under the leadership of JCK superstar Buhuoaga. He's there in his corner alongside his teammate Buhuoaga.
That's a lot of Buhuos.
Training at altitude, young and a product of a high-intensity training regime. We expect fireworks from Buhuoaga tonight here in his JCK debut. We have never seen anything but. That is a very easy bet to make. We have never seen anything but fireworks from any of the fighters from the E-Fight Club.
Absolutely, they're always coming in shape and they're always bringing the action.
Buhuoaga steps into the cage here for his JCK debut.
And there is his opponent, Yedeli Muheiyati, one of the young fighters I have pegged as a prospect. He is training under the Chinese commentator Liu Chong, just sitting at the other side of the cage. Very technical, fast and dangerous. He has very technical wall wrestling, great submissions. He's durable and has never been finished. He is welcoming a JCK debutant to the cage tonight. And considering the team that his opponent is training out of, I believe he should be looking to use his grappling skills and hunt for the submissions. But let's not forget that he does have a first-round body kick finish under his name. He's long, he's rangy. You know, for a flyweight, he is 178 centimeters tall. That's quite a good height for his frame. And he's fighting someone who's significantly shorter than him, and he has a big reach advantage. He's got quick hands. So I think he'll try to pick apart his opponent on the feet, but if it goes to the ground, I also see him having the submission advantage. What he needs to be afraid of is just the tenacity, the power, and the fitness of the E-Fight Club fighter, because they always come out ready to fight. Here he's back, Yedeli!
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we see Yedeli will enjoy the reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子银量级的复赛交锋，栏目选手身高166公分，臂展169厘米，体重57.30公斤，年龄19岁，来自于一格斗综合格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是小勇士Buhuoaga。本场比赛，红方选手身高178公分，臂展177厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄23岁，来自于黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩5战2胜3负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩3战2胜1负，他就是Yedeli Muheiyati。本场比赛场上裁判胡金涛。
Judge. Time. Ready, fight!
Buhuoaga in the blue and Yedeli in the red. Oh, immediately it's a calf kick and slips and falls down. Yedeli. Buhuoaga pushing the pace. Yedeli circling out. Nice stiff counter jabs. Go for the head. Goes for the head kicks. Almost gets caught by Buhuoaga. Oh, Buhuoaga really looking for the wrestling, but he might be eating a guillotine here. This looks very tight. It's a ninja choke. Hwan, I think this might be finished. This is in very, very tight. Can he squeeze? He tapped it over!
Yedeli with the fastest finish of the night. Barely broke a sweat. Yedeli with the first round ninja choke submission win. Early in the first round. Beautiful work from Yedeli.
Man, that was amazing. He's looking for it. What is he gonna do? He does a backflip. Celebrates his style, fights his style, finishes his style. Yedeli, man, I'm telling you, this kid is a prospect. I want to have a look at the highlights there. He sprawled first, and the moment Buhuoaga stayed on his ankles too long, he just swam in that ninja choke. And he trusted himself. Look,
here's
there he is.
Replay.
He sinks it in and just holds on to it, even though he gets dumped. And right here, you'll see he resets his arms. Boom. And that's all she wrote. Starts squeezing it on. We saw Buhuoaga throw a couple of punches and then decided he's not going anywhere, and then he taps immediately.
接下来宣布比赛结果，本场男子MMA综合格斗规则银量级的复赛。这场比赛最终结果为来自于中国的红方选手叶德里Muheiyati第一回合34秒使用断头台降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by guillotine choke.
Now it's time for the fifth fight of the evening. This is another bantamweight clash making his way to the cage. Now, from the blue corner, it's Matsubara Shinsuke, hailing from Japan, 29 years of age, and representing Reversal Gym in Osaka. Matsubara represents a Japanese team famous for its jiu-jitsu excellence. Astonishingly enough, however, Matsubara usually wins by knockout. He has 2 submission wins, 2 wins from decisions, and his other 7 professional wins have all come from strikes. Matsubara has had a slump in his career recently, going 1-4 in his last 5, even getting DQ'd in his last fight less than 2 months ago. He has more experience than his opponent tonight, Hu Tao. Will he bring home Japan's first JCK victory tonight? We shall see. Here's Matsubara Shinsuke.
There we see his opponent, Hu Tao. Very tough and fun to watch. In his last fight, 5 fights, he has won 3. His 2 losses were to the Korean Kim Kyun-Jun. That fight was a showcase of footwork and outside fighting where Hu Tao was never in any real danger of being finished, but he was picked apart and outclassed with his speed and footwork. He was visibly fuming after the fight, shouting his opponent to stop running and start to throw down, just showing the type of warrior that Hu Tao is. His other recent loss was against Lee Hongji, a top talent, and we'll see him tonight because Lee Hongji is on the card. That fight went the distance. And that is another testament to the class of fighter Hu Tao is. He has wins over Yang Judong, the former tournament winner, Li Kaiwen, and Chen Jiaqing. He's tough, strong, aggressive. And I don't see any big weaknesses that we know of in his game. And at only 21 years old, he's very experienced for his age, but he still has so much room to grow. So every time we see him, we see a huge improvement. He's been developing in leaps and bounds. And I'm telling you, he was fired up at the weigh-ins. And he might be looking for some redemption after his last loss. He is fighting someone with more experience, someone older, more serious, more senior than him. But I don't think Hu Tao has any give or fear in him. He's here to make a statement. And like I said, he was absolutely fired up at the weigh-ins. I predict this fight is going to be action-packed and crazy, arguably a little bit crazy. Look at him. Might even not touch the gloves.
We look now at the tail of the tape where we see the younger fighter Hu Tao enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子雏量级的复赛交锋，两位选手身高169公分，臂展171厘米，体重61公斤，年龄29岁，来自于 Reversal Gym Osaka MMA 综合格斗战绩21战11胜9负1平。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Japan. Gets ready for Matsubara Shinsuke. 本场比赛，红方选手身高175公分，臂展179厘米，体重61公斤，年龄21岁，来自于北极狼格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩10战6胜4负 ，JCK 战决城战绩5战3胜2负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手本场比赛场上裁判张永新。
Shinsuke in the blue and Hu Tao in the red.
Both fighters take the center of the cage, light on their feet. Matsubara, of course, coming from a very, very well-renowned jiu-jitsu gym in Japan, in Osaka, reversal gym. Beautiful low kick. That was a heavy low kick. It's also a bit of a smoke screen, as I mentioned in the opening, because Matsubara, in fact, has most of his wins come by knockout. So he's no slouch on the feet, but he's definitely dangerous on the ground too, I'm sure. So Hu Tao, if he's looking to win this fight, which of course he is, he's got to look for the right opportunity.
Feels like, look at Shinsuke, he's picking him apart and moving, and that's exactly how Hu Tao lost his last fight, just kind of being stuck in nowhere land with a fighter that, you see, refuses to stand still and trade with him.
Oh, beautiful cross there.
Oh, but Hu Tao immediately throws back a heavy right hand to find him. Well, this might be the biggest crowd we've had yet. Look, the stadium or the arena is fully packed with people standing in the back. And the crowd's definitely supporting the homeboy. Oh, nice step took on the exit there from Hu Tao.
Matsubara's got his hands dangerously low. Hu Tao not playing that game. He's got his guard up high.
Push kick through the middle from Hu Tao. Lots of head movement here from Shinsuke. But yeah, he's got his hands super low. He needs to be careful.
closing in on the halfway point of this opening round. So far, I think Matsubara has done more. What do you think?
Maybe. He's done more, but I think the heavier strikes were landed by Hu Tao.
There's a clash against the cage wall there. Matsubara nor Hu Tao looking to clinch.
Oh, big right hand lands on Hu Tao, but he throws back immediately. Shinsuke caught him very clearly. Both these guys are tough as nails, it feels like. And that calf kick, he needs to have an answer for that. Hu Tao cannot allow. That's already like the 6-1. Those things are going to start adding up.
Matsubara showing great distance control so far in this round.
Goes for another calf kick, finding home. Oh, just misses with the knee through the middle.
Kicks now from Matsubara. Kick of his own from Hu Tao.
Tit for tat. You know, I want to tell the fight fans, I'm not saying that they're going to get a warning, but there's a new rule being imposed from tonight where they are introducing a yellow card. So if the fighters are not being active, they'll get a verbal warning first. The second time, the ref will stop the fight, give them a stern warning, and then on the third time for passiveness and avoiding the fight, the referee will give a fighter or both fighters a yellow card, which will then deduct a point and deduct 50% of their purse.
50%.
And then if they continue to do that, the referee can give them a second yellow card, which will then deduct a later 50% of their purse. So fighters are really discouraged to throw.
Oh, beautiful hook there from Matsubara.
Lands on Hu Tao, but Hu Tao still cut him off. And
Hu Tao still charging forward. That's right, Woody.
Hu Tao putting a lot of pressure. Oh, knee right to the solar plexus. Goes for that.
This is where I think Hu Tao, I could be wrong, but I think that Hu Tao needs to be careful here. I don't think
I don't think he'll be able to finish him with this. He might be
that's a wrestling pin, sure, but that's not a submission.
Yeah, he's going for that scarf hold. We saw the last time we saw this was when
he needs to be careful. There's an escape to this technique.
They can go. Shinsuke can go to the back, and I think he's starting to work to the back already.
He's already got one hook, one leg tangled up here.
Oh,
Hu Tao stepping over. Matsubara breaks free. Back to his feet. Final seconds of this action-packed opening round.
Oh, both these guys throwing the same combinations. Oh. That's not the first time. Right cross followed by left hook.
Who do you give that round to, Woody?
Yes, to us. We won. We got to see it.
深呼吸，深呼吸，深呼吸。打終わり全部ブロックしよう。そしたらもらわへんから全部こうなってんでこれだけや。でカーフ効いてるからカーフ攻めろ。で手で持ってフォーカスさせたら全部ストレートフックで狙う。
But I think Matsubara did more in this round. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe. I think he landed more.
He landed more. You know, I don't really think that takedown scored many points. You know, there was the pin, the headlock. This here, it was cool. Yeah, it was heading towards something special, but it didn't ever become something special.
Right. Lucas Liu did that in his last fight for almost the whole third round and still lost the decision. This is the second time I saw that headlock, the scarf hold position here at JCK.
Round 2 begins. Matsubara versus Hu.
Matsubara had good success with the low kicks. Might look to keep working the front leg of Hu Tao. Hu Tao needs to respect those kicks. Oh, looking to. Oh, he tags him coming in. Stumbles him back.
Hu Tao looking for the counter. Knee and a punch there from Matsubara. Hu Tao
nice
closing
knees.
the distance.
Nice knees from. Got the leg. Has Hu Tao. Can he take him down?
Hu Tao gets Matsubara to the ground. Matsubara quickly slides to the cage wall where he can use the cage wall to get back to his feet. But of course, Hu Tao is going to make that difficult for him.
We get Hu Tao is trying to step over reap those legs. If he can sit on top of those legs, he can.
There's blood all over the place. Is it coming from
Hu
who?
Tao.
It's coming from Hu Tao.
That's right. His nose seems to be busted up, but it's not slowing him down at all. Got the body lock. Can he dump him? Yep. Gets him down again. Ragdolling Matsubara.
Tao with a tight hip control, still staying on top, making things difficult for Matsubara. Matsubara looking up at the camera, looking up at the screen, I mean, trying to figure out his best approach to handling this situation. There's a knee from Hu Tao.
Double underhooks now from Matsubara.
Matsubara, I think he should just disengage like this and keep striking. He's scoring in this position. Hu Tao's nose is all beat up. Referee calling a stop to the action so the doctor can come and look at the nose of Hu Tao.
Oh, I really hope that they can clean it up. It'll be such a pity. Oh no, that looks fine. Surely, it looks like he's got a broken nose there. I don't think that nose was like that before the fight, but hopefully he can continue. Stop most of the bleeding. I'm sure they'll let this go. But yeah, he's definitely going to have to either have that readjusted after the fight, or
look at all the blood that comes off those swabs. There's also a wilt on the forehead of Hu Tao. He's taken some hard shots in this fight so far. The action continues. Just over 3 minutes left in the second round. Plenty of time.
Hu Tao
coming with kicks now.
Kicks up the middle. Look at him, throws, blocks, and Matsubara just keeping a very clear eye, picking him apart. He's waiting, he's biding his time. Oh, he clips him with a nice hook at the end of that.
Hu Tao making a comeback.
Lands hard on Matsubara. Matsubara doesn't seem to be too rocked. Both these guys, same thing again. Right cross, left hook.
Hu Tao needs to be careful. I think his nose is in a real sensitive spot here. If his nose gets grazed even a little, I think it's going to start bleeding a lot.
Goes for a head kick, does kind of go through the guard there of Matsubara. Big overhand from Hu Tao. Matsubara is still biding his time. Lots of head movement. Nice inside kick. Both these guys, it feels like they're really headhunting. They're not trying to pick.
Beautiful in and out there from Matsubara.
Oh, nice. Bombs thrown here by Hu Tao.
Both fighters clinch up against the cage wall. Hu Tao initiating this grappling exchange here on the feet.
Nice knee to the body. See some
oh,
blood.
beautiful clinch. Oh, he let go of it there. There's a beautiful clinch there from Matsubara.
Some blood on the eye of Matsubara. I'm not sure if it's from Hu Tao or from a cut on his right eye. Can't see it from this angle. Nice stiff jab lands from Hu Tao. And a right hand lands again at the exit. This round, it feels like it's Hu Tao scoring a little bit more with the striking.
Yeah, this round is quite interesting. You know, the damage has obviously been absorbed most from Hu Tao, but he's coming with the heavier shots. Now Matsubara is bleeding.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks like it's a cut on his right eye. 40 seconds left. Another right cross.
Beautiful work from both fighters. Just put on a show for us here. Both fighters relentless.
Nice knee from
Knees
both
from
these
Hu Tao.
guys. Dirty boxing inside the pocket.
The action seems to be wearing both fighters down a little bit.
Nice in and out from Matsubara there, but bombs thrown by both these guys.
1 round apiece on my card. It's you
close,
know,
man.
it's kind of hard to give predictions like that because, you know, Hu Tao's nose got all busted up, but I still kind of think he won that round.
I also think he won that round, but my experience of my own
相手も疲れてるからジャブボディストレートフックでいいフックでもいい近い距離でもでもじゃあ相手
Here's the highlights.
to miss it. Let's look at some of the damage done. Look at that right cross that stumbles. This is the takedown. Yeah, I think that this one Hu Tao did more, even though he had blood coming out of his nose, but he did a lot more in this round. Caught a lot of punches in this flurry as well. I'm also surprised that Matsubara hasn't tried to take down that much, not trying to utilize his jiu-jitsu as much as we thought he would. Oh, big 1-2.
Hu Tao on the attack, making a comeback. A sprawl there from Matsubara.
Hu Tao has the foot. Matsubara slips his leg out of there. Beautiful. I loved how he pushed the head down when he sprawled. Short little punch there. Nice knee. Oh, nice elbow on the exit from Hu Tao.
I get the. Is my memory right? It seems like Hu Tao usually wins in the clinch. And I wonder why Matsubara, I think, is welcoming it all the time.
Well, I think Matsubara is getting the better clinch grips, but Hu Tao just doesn't respect it. He just throws, and some of those punches are landing. Like, every time they clinch, Matsubara has the inside, thumb grip, but it's still Hu Tao. Oh, he rocks him with a beautiful right hand. That almost set him down. Left hook followed with a clean right hand. We saw him getting rocked there. Wobbled his legs.
Beautiful takedown attempt from Matsubara, but Hu Tao stuffs that takedown and gets the back.
Now he's just holding on to him, making him work, carry his weight. Hu Tao drags him down, trips him.
Great takedown defense on display from Hu Tao.
Just making him carry his body weight. Oh, beautiful step back head kick. Almost goes right to the guard of Matsubara. Matsubara tough as nails. I mean, Matsubara ate some heavy right hands this fight.
Both fighters throwing hard punches. Blood now. Oh, I suppose that's old blood. I was looking at the blood on Hu Tao's chest. Firing a kick there. Both fighters tired but relentless. Beautiful short hook there from Matsubara.
Another right cross landed from Hu Tao. Another right cross landed again on the exit. Both guys throwing wild haymakers. Headhunting here. Just under 2 minutes left in this third and final round. How many times has Hu Tao landed that right hand follow, after he throws the left hook, and it's almost out of nowhere. He drops when he does the left hook and then just throws out that right hand.
The chin on both fighters. Matsubara has landed at a tight left hook several times on the chin in this fight, and Hu Tao has never looked rocked at all.
Another right cross from Hu Tao. Look at the movement from Matsubara. Line his feet, switches his feet. Still throwing bombs.
Beautiful takedown from Matsubara. He lands it. Still a minute left and some in this fight. Matsubara scrambling to look for a solid control here. He wants to finish this fight.
Look at that. Does the switch, hits the switch. Hu Tao now up, got the leg, back on his feet.
Disengage up onto their feet, both fighters. Oh, beautiful exchange of punches there.
Heavy left hook landed from Matsubara, and Hu Tao just eats it. Those guys throwing bombs now. Going to the body is Matsubara. Short hooks from Hu Tao. Look at the blood pouring out of the nose of Hu Tao.
25 seconds left in this fight.
Look at the color of the blonde hair of Matsubara. Almost the same color as the shorts of Hu Tao. In the pocket, back and forth, only 12 seconds going. These guys are throwing down. The crowd is going crazy. Neither of them willing to step back. What a war! Oh. Amazing, amazing, amazing finish to an absolute war between Matsubara and Hu Tao.
We'll go to the judges' scorecards. It really could be anyone's fight, but I have the feeling Hu Tao has done more.
What an amazing performance. Man, I hope we get, even if he loses, man, I want Matsubara back in the JCK cage. He put on an amazing fight. What an entertaining performance. Here we have a look at some of the highlights. A lot of times we saw Matsubara hit Hu Tao and then Hu Tao just immediately throw back. Well, we'll go to the official announcement very soon, see what the judges say.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 1 32-27； 2号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 2 32-27； 3号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定，红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the red corner, Hu Tao. 蓝方选手塔兰特·叶斯达伍列特，职业生涯战绩11战6胜5负，曾经斩获哈萨克斯坦泰拳锦标赛的冠军。他的对手WuLeiyifu JCK 绝城之夜4人新锐赛比赛冠军。上一场比赛 TKO 对手强势获胜。接下来两位选手即将展开对决。
彝族的战士，敌人黑狼WuLeiyifu，他是一个以摔柔作为自己风格的选手。
这一场比赛我准备了很多，对，备战的也很充分，大家就敬请期待吧，期待我这一场的比赛。
WuLeiyifu他的所有的比赛终结打都是在2回合之内。
He is a very difficult opponent for anyone to fight he faces.
我非常渴望胜利，所以在训练当中我拼尽全力去提升自己，所以比赛的胜利是对我最好的回报。
Assalamualaikum, менің есімім Yesdaulet Talant. Мен Қазақстан, Алматы қаласынан келдім. Мен бұл жерге өзімді көрсету үшін келдім. Бұл жерге шоудың не екенін көрсету үшін келдім. Қарсыласым менің деңгейімде емес екені айдан анық, мен оны жақсы білемін. Және өзіме мықты сенімдімін. Мен оны міндетті түрде бірінші немесе екінші раундта уақытынан бұрын жеңуге тырысамын және жеңемін деп уәде беремін. Назарларыңыз менде болсын.
目标就是只有一个终结，然后这场比赛应该不会打满。
It is time for the 6th fight of the evening. This is our first featherweight clash of the evening. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner. It's Talant Yesdaulet, hailing from Kazakhstan, just 22 years of age. Training at Bierleke team. Talant Yesdaulet's 6-5 MMA record sits now with a 3-fight win streak on top of it. All 3 of his last fights, he won with chokes. His opponent, WuLeiyifu, needs to respect that when the fight gets to the ground. Talant also brings titles in kickboxing from Fight Sports Strong Kazakhstan to this, his JCK debut, suggesting he is dangerous anywhere with his kickboxing titles and submission wins. Wherever the fight goes, Talant will be a threat to his opponent, China's WuLeiyifu, tonight. We are very excited about Talant Yesdaulet's JCK debut. Here he is from Kazakhstan.
We saw him at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and there was a fire in his eyes, and there was a scuffle between these two, and he was not backing off. He was looking at WuLeiyifu like he wants to eat him for breakfast. Look at the focus and aura around this kid. Incredibly aggressive, very confident. This fight, I think, is going to be fireworks, because both these guys are very athletic. Talant is a little bit bigger, has a slightly bigger frame, but I don't see him out overpowering WuLeiyifu very easily. And there is his opponent, WuLeiyifu. He's only 25 years old, but carries himself with a strong aura of confidence and maturity. He's very athletic, tough, and heavy-handed. Sometimes his career has been a hit and miss, but also he has fought some of the top-tier guys in this division. There have been concerns about his coaching, as his team as a whole has performed below expectations. You know, we see there right next to him is his coach, Luo Tianlong. Luo Tianlong fought on the last card, and he got submitted pretty quickly by a triangle, and that has been the biggest worry, is how much of Luo Tianlong's focus has been on his own fight career or on coaching that team. I think the biggest weakness has been their grappling skills, but when they come in, they're always fit and in shape. They make weight. WuLeiyifu is so scrappy, incredibly, strong-willed, and he started his camp with Luo Tianlong, which means he's already been in camp for almost double what you expect most camps to be. So I expect him to be in phenomenal shape, something that he's always shown up on. And he's willing to throw down, has a very, very durable chin. He's fighting someone with, like you said, a very good grappling game. And I think WuLeiyifu will try to use his wrestling base to keep this fight on the feet and make it a dirty war. But I'm telling you, Yvonne, this is one of the fights I'm really excited about tonight.
Let's look now at the tail of the tape where we see WuLeiyifu enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的正赛争夺，两位选手身高177公分，臂展177厘米，体重66.40公斤，年龄22岁，来自于 Bierleke Team。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战6胜5负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Almaty, Kazakhstan. I give you Talant, Yesdaulet. 本场比赛，红方选手身高173公分，臂展179厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于龙陵搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩19战11胜8负 ，JCK 战决城战绩13战7胜6负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手WuLeiyifu。那么今天晚上比赛，非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师，他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Wang 和 Woody Pocketer 进行现场的呈现。Welcome！ 同时还要特别感谢言之有理赵岩老师以及我们的特约评论员邦乐老师的鼎力相助。本场比赛场上裁判 Thomas Fight。
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
And we're off. Talant in the blue and WuLeiyifu in the red immediately. WuLeiyifu is starting to close that distance, putting some pressure. Look at the fast footwork of Talant. In and out on his toes. Goes for a stiff jab immediately. WuLeiyifu with his hands pretty open, but cutting off Talant.
WuLeiyifu, of course, bringing a wrestling background into his MMA career, but he's also done very well both with submissions and with striking in recent times.
Oh, big right hand right on the button, but Talant just eats it. Now we see WuLeiyifu got him pressed up against the cage wall here. Let's go for an ankle pick.
Oh, that could have been a mistake. WuLeiyifu looks for the ankle pick, and Talant wraps up a guillotine. He's jump guard, dragged WuLeiyifu to the ground and looking to finish. WuLeiyifu looks like he's okay here. It's an arm-in guillotine. Those are harder to finish.
Kind of looks like he reset that guillotine. Now he's starting to squeeze. He needs to be careful that he doesn't burn out his arms. Talant is trying to climb his legs up higher to get a better angle.
WuLeiyifu can't see his face here, but it seems like he's doing okay. Look at this. Talant looking for that butterfly hook. Is he going to try to flip WuLeiyifu over onto his back? I'm telling you, eating a guillotine from mount is always more painful than it is from being on top inside the guard.
And he needs to be careful, like I said, Talant, that he doesn't burn out his arms. This is the very first round. And WuLeiyifu seems to be okay, seems to be surviving here. working the legs there. And he's got his heads out. So Talant gives up on...
Abandons that guillotine choke. WuLeiyifu here on top, taking advantage of
he goes
the
to the
position
other
he's
side.
in.
He goes to the other side, looking for the guillotine again on the other side.
This is a telltale sign. You know, he's won with chokes the last 3 fights. So WuLeiyifu really needs to keep that in mind when he's got his head near the armpit.
Of course, and you know, like I said, I think Talant would look to expose the grappling of the team WuLeiyifu, just because, you know, that's where the team as a whole has shown some weakness.
Nice. Gets taken down. Talant on top here, looking to wrap up the legs.
That went pretty fast. Not only did he get up from a very, you know, disadvantaged position, now he's on top, wrapping up the legs. The referee already giving a verbal warning for action. Nothing much happening here. WuLeiyifu keeps him, just holds on a little bit longer. The referee might actually stand him up here. Second verbal warning.
WuLeiyifu looks to want to ride this out, perhaps, looking for the stand-up.
Now we see.
Talant gets his arm free. Still unable to do much damage with ground and pound. WuLeiyifu doing a good job of controlling the strikes from this position. Oh, there's a sweep attempt from WuLeiyifu. Talant fights it off. He's got his right arm free there, and he peppers with a few elbows.
Landed one elbow there, but yeah, already two warnings for action, and not much happening the last almost 2 minutes. WuLeiyifu does have that underhook. He's going to try to climb, pulled up, and get his legs underneath him. Beautifully done here from Talant. He reaps that far arm, but now it's WuLeiyifu coming back up.
WuLeiyifu gets out the back door there. Now he's got, you know, a tight grip across the hips, looking for that hook there. Wonder what's on the mind of WuLeiyifu. Look at that wrist control on the far side, peppering with those short uppercuts.
He can try to grapevine this leg, and he misses that.
He's still got a great, oh, beautiful. Wraps up that wrist on the far side. What an incredible grip strength displayed here by WuLeiyifu. Talant now with some knees to the midsection. There's another one.
Nice knees here. Stomp.
There's a takedown from Talant as the round comes to an end.
You know, he jumped guard for the guillotine, and all that WuLeiyifu did was defend it. So it's a real non-eventful first round, to be honest. There are very few punches landed.
Who do you give that round to?
Because he was
Just better. 예, 지적거린다? 지적. 왜 말한 거라? 너 보이다. 예, 서 있다. 가서 시계 봤다. 걸쳤다.
Maybe it's done more in my book. Let's have a look at the
first punch
replays.
was the biggest damage of the fight so far. A big right hand.
Here's when Talant wraps up the head. Had he went over the other side of the shoulder and just got the throat all by itself, he might have been able to finish that choke.
I think both fighters will be pretty fresh going into second round.
Seconds out.
Also got to ask yourself, how much of that, you know, did it burn out of the arms of Talant, and how fit he is, because he just had a minute to recover. Blow at your arms, needs some time to get them back. Looking super aggressive.
Ready?
Stare down there from Talant. WuLeiyifu.
Second round begins. Both fighters light on their feet in the center of the cage. WuLeiyifu opens up with a kick attempt. Talant dodges that one.
Not a big fan of how WuLeiyifu has his elbows out and his left hand a little bit low. It feels like, you know, he's asking for something to go over the top. Oh, nice spinning.
Massive spinning back fist, just misses. There's another, oh, beautiful takedown there. A dump from WuLeiyifu. He's got tight control here, trying to make it difficult, but Talant gets back to his feet.
Another short elbow.
A A double leg attempt there from Talant. WuLeiyifu digs for that underhook. Now Talant is trying to use the whizzer for another takedown attempt. Great wrestling on display here from both fighters.
Back and forth. Both these guys, you know, going for those takedowns, looking for the action, but also canceling each other out a little bit.
Both fighters swapping big heavy punches there. Left hook from WuLeiyifu. A double leg attempt. Beautiful sprawl there from WuLeiyifu. Digs in the underhooks.
Got double underhooks, he might be able to. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Goes for the reap. Oh, but he gets
beautiful reversal there. Then Talant is making WuLeiyifu pay for it there with some hard elbows and forearm strikes from the side control. Calls from the corner of WuLeiyifu to dig for the underhook. He's got it.
Now he's going to try to build up on that. Can he turn into him?
Calls for action from referee Thomas Fan.
WuLeiyifu should pull that right arm underneath him and try to build up.
Beautiful work from WuLeiyifu to grab the wrist from behind his back and try to roll him over. Talant's balance is too strong though, and he remains in the top position at least so far.
Very curious that WuLeiyifu hasn't tried to wrestle up here. Here the corner of WuLeiyifu shouting him, don't stay there, you go to work, you cannot stay here. Now it's Talant in the corner position. Nice elbows from Talant. Goes for a triangle. And I'm very comfortable here inside the closed guard of WuLeiyifu.
Will Thomas Fan stand them up?
See here, Talant just staying busy, punching away. Very aware of the triangle, the attempt that just was shot up. To be honest, I'm surprised that this fight is, you know, it feels like these guys are canceling each other out. Not they're not trying to win, but they're just able to answer each other's attacks so well. Stagnating the fight a little bit. Going for a big elbow there.
Tight control from Talant on top here. Now scoring with some elbows.
Taking some elbows to the body. Elbow from the bottom from WuLeiyifu. Oh.
不够前百，知道吗？你不要想那么多了，你只能用。啊，先上上就是。啊，先上上就，拿上去，所谓。知道没有？过去，对，把送过去，把送过去。判给你，判给你。
Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Big dump there. Nice elbows from the top there in the closed guard from Talant. Not so much happened this round, and I'd probably say it was won by the blue corner Talant.
Ready, fight!
Third and final round.
Oh, a nice cross that connects. Another one.
Oh, and a knee.
Talant saving his energy perhaps for this third round. Coming out strong here.
Light on his feet, goes for the body kick. This is where those low hands of WuLeiyifu is dangerous, but man, is he tough as nails. He eats a body kick.
Ball from WuLeiyifu.
Oh,
Answered with
jumps.
a knee.
Oh, and he eats another right cross. Defends that takedown. Now he has Talant pinned up against the cage wall. Big loopy hook thrown by Talant.
Spinning back fist attempt there from the Kazakhstan fighter.
We heard the corner of WuLeiyifu asking him for a head kick.
Keep working.
Referee Thomas Hwan gives him a verbal warning.
Talant looking for the takedown, and he's got WuLeiyifu to the ground.
Setting down with a single leg, and WuLeiyifu for a moment there was looking as if he's going to try to reverse, but butterfly guard here from WuLeiyifu. Can he get the sweep?
Just over 3 minutes remaining in this fight. If it stays like this, I believe Talant is going to take the W.
There we see Talant stepping over now. He's in half guard, but WuLeiyifu recovers guard.
WuLeiyifu pushing off the hips, wrapping up the head, perhaps thinking about a guillotine of his own. Halfway point of this final round has just been passed. WuLeiyifu digging in that underhook. What's he going to do? Is he going to be able to pop out the back door here?
I don't know, earlier when he was in half guard, he had that. It feels like it's not a technique he likes to do. Talant might be looking for a guillotine again.
There he is, trying to pass the arm. This could be a bad spot for WuLeiyifu. Crunched up against the cage wall.
It feels like that arm wasn't really deep enough, but did he reset it now? He might have reset it. Trying to squeeze. WuLeiyifu was looking like he was going to try and pick the leg there.
His head pops out. He's still in the fight. But just over 90 seconds remaining in this fight. Talant's lead is growing.
There he goes back to that far reach, uses that to get up. You hear the referee, the corner of WuLeiyifu telling his man, push him away, get away from this. Nice little left hook on the exit, but Talant light on his feet still. Watch out for his right hand, so fast. That's the punch. Oh, beautiful shot, straight to the ground. And that was a pretty far. We hear the murmurs of the crowd. They're not loving this that much. And now it's WuLeiyifu who's going for a little bit of a half-hearted attempt here in the guillotine. Got 41 seconds. It would be great if we could pull it off for him, but
you know, the arm in guillotine, you really got to put one foot on the hip. and crank to one side like that. If you're in close guard, it's kind of hard to finish. No,
15 seconds.
No signs of discomfort on the face of Talant there as we get a look from a different angle. WuLeiyifu cranking with all his power, trying to get the tap before the bell rings.
Very hard, there's a lot of space there. And I think Talant, Yesdaulet did enough here to get the win, but we'll have to go to the official judges' scorecard to get the decision. But who do you have? Talant wanted to do a backflip, slipped on the cage, and just, man, fell on his shoulder. Oh, that looked horrible. I think the biggest damage he took was his celebration backflip attempt. And is he going to go again? No, he goes to the jump up, but he just did a reverse belly flop on his back neck.
Here's some of the highlights from the fight. Will they show that backflip highlight too? Here, this in the first round, early, when there was that guillotine scare for WuLeiyifu. That beautiful wrist control and those uppercuts were nice, but that foot stomp and the beautiful takedown there from Talant. Show of sportsmanship inside the cage there, both fighters. There's some beautiful elbows from WuLeiyifu from the bottom that scored. And that hard cross followed by another one.
Let's go to the official judges' decision.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27-30 ，Judge Number 1 27-30；2号裁判27-30 ，Judge Number 2 27-30；3号裁判27-30 ，Judge Number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting Kazakhstan. The blue corner, Talant, Yesdaulet. 接下来将会进行的是一场次中量级的正赛交锋。蓝方选手李钟焕来自于 White Bear Gym， 职业生涯战绩8战3胜5负。那么这场比赛首次亮相 JCK 战决城，他的对手张YuHe来自于龙云综合格斗俱乐部，次中量级官方排名第6，极具爆发力。那么今天晚上谁能够突出重围？接下来即刻展开交锋。 麒麟战虎张YuHe，
东北钱德勒，吉林最硬男人，战虎张YuHe。
没有什么条不调整的，输赢对我来说都是一种学习吧。
Just look at the physique.
Right, he's a monster of a man.
I'm JongAn Lee. I'm from South Korea. I'm a welterweight fighter. Yeah, I love striking and wrestling and grappling too. So yeah, I'm just MMA fighter. That's my style. 没什么压力，就放开打就行。
他真的想奉献给全迷更精彩的比赛，无关胜负。我只想给全迷看到我最硬的一面。
吉林最硬的男人从来不挑对手。 尤其打老外。I think it's tough, but I'm tough too. So, yeah, I just wanna make tough fight. Yeah, I will.
有了他的比赛，应该说这个八角笼会被点燃，会非常的精彩。下场上之后，我们看
缩腿，拿到足够的位置，很紧了，要小哇！
哦，西十字弓吗？
西十哦！
吃好睡好，让你在笼子好好睡一觉。 I will knock you out. We will see.
Time now for the 7th fight of the evening. This is a welterweight scrap. We welcome to the cage from the blue corner, Korea's ferocious Hwan, 32 years of age, training out of White Bear Gym. Korea's Hwan began training in Kyokushin karate as a kid, eventually transitioning into MMA. He faces well-known JCK brawler tonight, Zhang YuHe. We don't know E very well, but we know his opponent very, very well, and we should say that E should prepare to survive the early barrage, then look for openings in Zhang's reckless volleys of punches, and expect a double leg from Zhang to be hidden behind those punches. Karate, which is E's base, is useful for controlling distance. This, no doubt, will be tested by E's opponent, Zhang YuHe, tonight. On the ground, E would be smart to fight to stay on top and hunt for Zhang's neck, where he has shown weakness before. Win or lose, this is likely going to be a very rough fight for E here as he makes his introduction to JCK.
And there is his opponent walking out of the red corner tonight, the Jilin Tiger of War, Zhang YuHe. He started as a young kid lifting weights, and he still loves to spend a lot of time in the weight room, which is so obvious when you look at his physique whenever he is not training in the MMA room. He does a lot of BJJ, and that is something I predict he'll be looking to use in this fight. He balls out every fight. A strategy of overwhelming his opponents early has led to successful, exciting finishes very early in most of his fights. For Zhang, we've seen him go blue from eating a choke and refusing to tap. This guy has a lot of heart, which has earned him the nickname of the Jilin Tiger of War. He's aggressive, violent, and has no quit in him. He's fighting another strong and stocky opponent. Both are powerful and dangerous, but I think both are also very durable. And this might actually come down to who wants it more if we go to the later rounds. As we know, the more muscle you carry on your body, the harder it is to keep yourself fresh and fast in the later rounds. But we've also seen from Zhang YuHe, he's got a huge heart and is willing to go as far as he needs to get that win. He does train with a very good team, and we'll see tonight, back here in the JCK action, who will be the better man, Zhang YuHe or Li Zhonghua?
We look now at the tail of the tape, and we can see that E enjoys a 6-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子最重量级的中韩之战，来往选手身高177公分，臂展184厘米，体重77.30公斤，年龄32岁，来自于 White Bear Gym，MMA 综合格斗战绩8战3胜5负。那么今天晚上上了 JCK 战绝城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from South Korea. Gets ready for the futures Li Zhonghua. 本场比赛，红方选手身高178公分，臂展178厘米，体重77.40公斤，年龄25岁，来自于龙云综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩15战9胜6负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩11战5胜6负，他就是被誉为吉林最硬的男人，战虎张YuHe。 本场比赛场上裁判白云峰。
Judge, time. Ready, fight!
Yi in the blue corner and Zhang in the red. Oh, immediately Zhang goes forward with big loopy punches. Short elbow. Another short elbow. Looks for the combination. Oh! He hits him with a right cross. Drops. Yi, can he fight back?
Zhang dropped early, but he gets back to his feet. Now he's stuck in a guillotine. As I told you, without fail, Zhang YuHe always starts strong.
Throwing big punches here. And he throws back for himself. Another big looping hook, but now we see the wrestling of Yi pushing Zhang up against the cage wall.
Getting a bit of a break here is Jong Hwan. Got the body lock here, trying to pepper. Look at this. This is a little bit of a break in the action. As soon as they separate, you can expect Zhang YuHe to go balls out again.
He already threw 2 elbows there. Oh, nice. Both these guys are having their chins up a little bit. They need to respect the power. And Yi, man, Zhang YuHe is throwing some uppercuts through the middle there. And those big loopy hooks are catching, finding home, going around the guard of Yi Zhonghwan. Oh my goodness, Yi Zhonghwan, tough as nails.
You got to give Yi some credit. He's eaten some really hard shots so far.
Just those big meat bombs. Like, this is not, Zhang YuHe is not known for having the most beautiful striking, but he's just such a, look at that, one arm probably weighs as much as my leg.
Very muscular, very aggressive.
Stiff jab there from Yi. Lands another one.
He's got the reach advantage. That stiff jab is going to come in useful.
Now we see Zhang YuHe looking for the takedown. On the hips of Yi, can he pick him up? He defends very well there. Nice
Knees from Yi. There's a knee from Zhang.
Oh, nice knee. Both these guys with big elbow thrown. Now we see Zhang YuHe some big breaths. I mean, he definitely, you see him take some deep breaths.
It's only halfway through the opening round, and he's not really been hit a lot, and he's the one huffing and puffing. Meanwhile, Yi
looks to have
he looks all right. He's been dropped already in this round.
Yes, but he does have, both these guys have the chin up scared high, the way they fight. Zhang YuHe goes for the head kick. Oh, catches it with another right hand. Nice uppercut to the middle. He's another.
He's trying to block these shots, but he needs to get out of there.
He does block a lot of them, eats some.
Now
runs around to the middle.
Runs to the center of the cage. Now he lands with a few hooks of his own.
Nice knee through the middle. Push kick.
Zhang huffing and puffing, but still delivering a lot of damage.
And Yi lands one of his own.
He's still in this fight though. Eats another hard cross.
Elbow, but eats another hard cross. And another one.
Oh, he gets dropped. Zhang looking for the finish.
And the referee steps in.
First round finish for Zhang YuHe.
We both shot that at the same time. What a fireworks show. And it's, as you called it, he had to survive. He was doing very good, but Zhang YuHe just too much. And the cheating tiger of war gets it done in the very first round. Celebrating. They were respectful at the weigh-ins, but in the end,
here's the replay. Wham!
Big right hand over the top.
Right on the temple.
And then just standing over him.
When he puts both his hands on the ground like that, you know it's over.
Oh. And the referee, steps in. Let's go to the official announcement from our Master of Ceremonies, Yang Guoan.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则次重量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手吉林战虎张YuHe，第一回合3分35秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by Guan Pang. 接下来的时间将会进行的是男子58公斤级的协议体重之战。蓝方选手八旬大辉来自于日本 Nico Fight Club MMA 综合格斗战绩10战7胜，技术全面。他对手战斗机李洪基来自于四海连城搏击俱乐部。上场比赛一致判定战胜对手，实力强劲。下面比赛即将开始。
这次赛事方给我安排了日本的选手，我觉得这次比赛会更加精彩。来到战略城，我会让你见识一下中国选手的韧性、实力。
日本の福岡県からやってきた八尋大輝と申します。中国とか世界の試合は初めてなんで、とても楽しみでワクワクするところだったので。
他年龄上大我一轮，经验上或许比我丰富，但是实战上面我不惧任何人。
战斗机李洪基。
相手の選手はとても若くてアグレッシブ、激しい戦いになると思うけど。
这场比赛他会用拳头去证明自己战斗机所非虚名。
我会让你走着进来，抬着出去。
中国の強さを見せつけてください。
Time now for the 8th fight of the evening. This is a catch weight scheduled for 58 kilograms. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, Yahiro Daiki, the Iceman hailing from Japan, training at Nikoniko Fight Club. This is his JCK debut. He brings a 7-3 MMA record into this fight. He is also 33 years of age, making him the oldest fighter on the card tonight. Yahiro Daiki, the Iceman, is coming off a KO win as he makes his JCK debut tonight. Never been submitted, but it's unlikely his opponent, fan favorite Lee Hong-ji, will grapple much in this fight. Yahiro is 9 years older than Lee. Lee has an intense pace. Will the older Yahiro be able to keep up with the pressure? He's definitely beat experienced and younger fighters. In fact, Yahiro has just as many first-round wins as his opponent Lee Hong-ji does. I have the feeling, Woody, this is going to be one hell of a fight. Yahiro Daiki makes his JCK debut tonight, right now.
And we've seen some amazing things, you know, in the smaller divisions by the older fighters. Think of the guy likes of Zhang. You know, you cannot cut them out just because they're older. And he's only 33. Zhang is 38. Like, he still has a lot of miles on him. And we're very happy to have Yahiro, the Iceman Daiki, enter the JCK cage.
I gotta give props to Daiki for that beautiful left cauliflower ear. It's absolutely beautiful.
There we see his opponent, Lee Hong-ji. He looks in phenomenal shape and is very well-rounded. Aggressive, exciting, and fights with an energy of happiness. You'll normally see him smile mid-fight as if he knows he was born to do this. Anderson is amongst his fanboy collective, and so am I. He has fought some of the best guys in this division. And we saw him, he even beat Yedeli in his last fight, who we saw earlier tonight. Yedeli got that very quick ninja choke win, but it was Lee Hongji that beat Yedeli in that fight. And he was busy winning his last fight against Dostambek before he fouled him with illegal strikes, ending in a no contest. I'm telling you, at the ceremonial weigh-ins, he looks super fired up for this matchup, and it feels he's more motivated than ever. Maybe he's looking to make a point, as he wasn't included in the million RMB tournament. And as that top 8 has already been announced, maybe he wants to, make a bit of a statement tonight. At the weigh-ins, we also saw when these two stood next to each other, he looked so much bigger, not only in height, but also in frame size. This is going to be a fun fight. Lee Hongji back in the JCK cage.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and the younger Lee Hongji enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子58公斤级的协议体重之战，南方选手身高167公分，臂展172厘米，体重58.04公斤，年龄33岁，来自于 Nico Fight Club MMA 综合格斗战绩10战7胜3负。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战决程度首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Japan. Gets ready for the Iceman. Yahiro Daiki。本场比赛，红方选手身高171公分，臂展178厘米，体重58公斤，年龄24岁，来自于四海连城搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩15战10胜4负，1战无结果。JCK 战决胜战绩6战3胜2负，1战无结果。他就是来自于中国的红方选手，战斗机李洪基。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Fighter。OK， George, time, lead, fight!
Daiki in the blue and Lee Hongji in the red.
Lee opens up with a kick up high.
Super fast. Oh, look at Lee Hongji immediately looking to close the distance, but Daiki turns him around up on the cage wall and tries for a foot sweep. Super tricky. Did you see that little foot sweep he tried? A little judo foot sweep.
Both fighters clinch up here. They're off the cage wall. It's Lee Hongji looking for a judo sweep. That was exactly what Clara used earlier in the match, but it doesn't work out for Lee. Now he's on the bottom, and it's Yahiro Daiki on top. Lee muscles up and gets Yahiro to the ground.
He needs to be careful. His head is pretty deep, and he is inside the close guard. Is Daiki going to try to look to connect his hands? Look at how calm Daiki is. That's Lee Hongji on top.
Daiki closing his guard here.
Staying very calm.
Lee Hongji.
Doesn't look like Daiki's using any energy. I think he's just chilling there. Daiki's just got one hand in there. He's not even trying to squeeze for the guillotine, I feel like.
Looks like it is getting tighter though, but he is only using one hand, you're right. Lee Hongji struggling here to get his head out. I'm sure that he will,
the head's
though.
starting to slide out. Yeah, now he's already got his head
Lee Hongji gets his head out.
Peppering with some punches here, trying to get back some lost points.
Goes straight to side control. Moves to the back, Lee Hongji.
Oh, that's deep, that's deep.
He's already got the rear naked choke in.
Lee Hongji's got Yahiro flattened out. Is he going to be able to finish this choke? It looks deep.
He's already starting to work those fingers in. Is it underneath the chin though? He's putting on a lot of pressure. Feels like it's over the chin. We can't see from this angle.
With the legs stretched out like that, it's incredible that Daiki is able to fight this off.
Lee Hongji,
so far, I thought it was over there when Lee Hongji put the pressure on the lower back, making that surfboard technique. Look at this, he's looking for the rear naked choke. It's not deep enough yet. Peppering, body, head.
Lee Hongji saying he's got that. Oh, he goes for it again, but it's still on the chin. On the chin of Daiki. Now he's got the body lock.
Yahiro doing a good job of hiding his throat there, putting his chin into the crutch of the elbow, and sinking his chin deep into the flesh of Lee Hongji's arm, making it very, very difficult to finish the choke.
Daiki's so calm and collected. Really good defense here shown by Yahiro Daiki. But it's all control from Lee Hongji here, having the back body triangle locked in, looking for the finish. Swinging the arms left and right, right and left. Now we see nice wrist control here from Daiki. He's trying to turn inside that body triangle of Lee Hongji. Not always easily done. Lee Hongji
Still
goes
over a minute left. Lee Hongji may not have got the submission he's looking for yet, but he scored a hell of a lot of punches here.
Oh, this goes again, but he's not under the chin. We've seen that Daiki will not tap him just for discomfort. Lee Hongji switches sides again. Back and forth, left and right, right and left.
Yahiro needs to look to get out of this body lock. That's what's keeping him glued to the chest of Lee Hongji.
37 seconds left. Lots of punches here from Lee Hongji. Working the arm, trying to soften up Yahiro Daiki. Remember folks, twisters and Scottish twisters are legal in JCK, so transitioning into those is also not an option. Scoring up points is Lee Hongji. 3 seconds left. To the body.
A dominant round for Lee Hongji as we go into a break. Second round coming soon. Still though, I think that Yahiro did well.
で、打撃勝負していいと思う。で、自分が押し込む分は上取る。あいつトップキープはあんま上手くないから、自分がトップキープしてコツコツコツ。
Here's the replays. Here's the replays.
Shoots. This was that. Lee Hongji obviously wrestled up from that bad position. Half guard and then goes for the renegade choke. But
look, when he flattens him out like that, I thought it was over. Yahiro, he is tough.
Who's your hero? Is it Daiki?
Back.
You got to think how much did that take out of, you know, putting on that squeeze and going for the finish that much. Did it take anything out of the gas tank of Lee Hongji?
Jab from Lee. Going up high. The speed of Lee is just unbelievable.
He looks for a big overhand. In and out movement from Lee Hongji. Super super fast. You know, we saw, oh, beautiful double leg shot, but the sprawl, oh, but the drive through, back and forth, so much technique. High level wrestling shown here. He might be looking for a Von Flute here. Daiki's already got his elbow down very low.
Yeah, Hero doing a great job of initially of getting some defense on that takedown. Lee Hong-ji drives through, but now Daiki reverses the situation, and now is Yahiro Daiki on top. There's the triangle attempt now.
This is good. Lee Hong-ji trying to wrap up that triangle. He needs to try and pass that hand across.
Looking for an omoplata.
Not something you see very often. He's got that ankle lock. He might, if Yohiro makes a mistake, he might put him back in a triangle on the other side. Take that left leg and switch back to a triangle, but he's still going for this omoplata. Will we see an omoplata? That'll be insane. No, he gets his arm out.
Yahiro Daiki breaks free of that. He's inside the close guard of Lee Hong-ji.
Very active and dangerous guard so far. Nice stiff short elbow from Yahiro Daiki on top.
Calls for action from the referee.
Nice little punches from Yahiro. Nice up kicks, just missing.
Finally, you see Yahiro with a sense of urgency.
Now Yahiro
he's got the ninja choke.
He's got one hand in deep. Looked like he was trying to set up either an anaconda or a ninja choke, but in the end,
Lee gets the fight to the ground. Yahiro still with that headlock. He had that earlier in the match. You have to wonder, can Lee Hong-ji sense the Von Flute opportunity?
He's still stuck in half guard. If he can get his left hand across the right neck, there he is, looking for that hand to go, get that cross face. Then he'll try to pass the guard, I guess. Connects his hands.
90 seconds now remaining in the second round. Some explosion from Yahiro, and he ends up.
Oh, and it's under the chin this time round. Yahiro needs to hold on tight to that other hand. This is where Lee Hong-ji, now he's underneath the neck. Lee Hong-ji is putting on the squeeze. Does he have the connection though? You see the face. Wow, Daiki, tough as nails. That was under his chin. Lee Hong-ji didn't have the connection there.
Final minute of this second round. So far, very dominant for Lee Hong-ji.
We saw this for most of the first round, but also how dangerous Daiki is coming out. Even if he spends the next 40 seconds here, yes, Lee Hong-ji probably has 2 rounds in the back, but you got to be careful. Daiki is just so tricky and tough.
Daiki here, you know, it's a little bit confusing as to what his strategy is. He must know he's down on points, and you know, he's just so chill in this position. I think that he needs to really sense the urgency here. You know, I'm sure he's trying to defend, and I know that the body triangle is tough to get out of, but he's not winning this fight.
Lee Hong-ji said something to him there. I wonder if they can communicate between the two of them.
不要光想着去那啥，你看没有？你看把位置先控好，你看没有啊？
筋も聞けてるし、ワンフルから肩固め狙いは上手やと思う。そこからバック誘導も上手。だからそれだけカットしろ。分かった。パンチも。
Let's look at some of the action from that second round. Lee Hong-ji Ji driving through to get the takedown. There was that triangle attempt. Then the omoplata.
And Ji, even though he was in the bottom, he took so little damage because he was threatening with these submissions and then got the back.
Then this deep rear naked choke. All Ji in that second round.
Take out.
Fight!
Daiki open, doing a bit of capoeira, switches stances, goes through some big kicks.
Now we see him turn it on. Is he saving his energy for this final round? Good work from Yahiro,
but
still not good enough.
How does Ji always manage to get them back? Beautifully
disengage and return to the center of the cage. Ji driving forward. Yahiro senses an opportunity. I think he could have jumped on the back there.
Nice knee.
Jing strikes instead. Ji gets back to his feet. Both fighters connecting there.
Stiff Japanese with a heavy kick from Yahiro Daiki. Yahiro Daiki goes to the kick, works the body again.
There's a head kick from Yahiro.
The referee gives these guys some verbal warnings.
Overhand from Yahiro, followed by a calf kick.
Feels
Inside
like
low kick. This is the best round for Yahiro so far.
It feels like Ji is playing it safe, riding out this, posting this last round. Doesn't have the same urgency he had earlier. Maybe he just plays the setup, the double leg. There he goes for it again.
Yahiro gets pushed to the cage wall and he gets taken down. Beautiful takedown there from Ji, right in his own corner.
2.5 minutes left. Tight grip here from Yahiro Daiki. Referee gives Ji a warning saying, be careful not to hit the back of the head.
What is going through the mind of Yahiro Daiki right now? I think there's incredible urgency on his part. I think he's down 2 rounds to none. And he's got to find a finish. He's got to find a finish.
Feels like he's starting to set up a butterfly sweep. Oh no, he lets go of that foot. It does feel like Ji is doing the right thing here, like holding him down, playing for time, but not the most entertaining way to finish the fight, but I believe he's definitely up 2 rounds. Maybe Daiki will threaten some submissions. Haven't seen too many attempts from Daiki from his back.
Ji, hear the grunting. He wants the finish. He's not satisfied with the decision.
He's working the body. You're really good at like closing distance, making it hard for Ji to create much power with those punches. Just getting punched in the body.
What is on the mind?
Referee giving him a warning. Now we see an urgency from him. 30 seconds.
The butterfly sweep there. Hong Ji manages to maintain his balance, stay on top.
That's another warning for works the body. 15 seconds left.
A dominant performance from Lee Hong Ji. You almost wonder if any of those rounds could get scored as a 10-8. However, Yahiro Daichi looks unfazed.
Yeah, he looks unfazed, and he looks like he was dangerous the whole fight, but it's just, I don't know, maybe the athleticism of Lee Hong Ji was just too much of him. He looks so, well skilled and tricky at times, but got stuck in his dominant positions.
Here's some of the action from that fight earlier in the fight. This is still round one. Lee Hong Ji spent so many calories in that fight. What do you always like to comment on that? The calorie count, the JCK diet.
All right, let's go to the official judge's decision.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 1 32-27；2号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 2 32-27；3号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decisions, win by point, presenting China, the red corner, Lee Hong Ji. 接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。
所有现场的嘉宾、媒体朋友们，大家下午好。JCK 决战之夜第103期的赛前新闻发布会的现场，
我肯定会全力的把它打下去，进入到前3的排名，去加入到冠军的挑战者，这是我最终的目标。
目前没有打过前5的，我们这是前3的水平，看他怎么对赢我。
我是没打过轻量级的前5，但是我直接奔着前3来的。
我打别人肯定有压力，但是打你差了点儿。
我感觉这对于我来说是一个挑战，更是一种机会。把高手打下去，我就是高手。
教官，我希望你能做到财经说过的话。
我会用你最擅长的方式终结你，我会让你竖着进，横着出。
去年确实运气差了点儿，大家也知道我做的手术无法比赛，这次回归就是证明自己。
Busco e tô com sede de vitória, tô pronto para guerra, vim aqui para fazer história, vim aqui para ser o futuro campeão.
柔术、站立都可以啊，没问题，随机应变。
Vim para fazer um bom show, vim para fazer uma boa luta, um bom combate e espero que os fãs gostem. Espero que as pessoas admirem meu show, meu trabalho.
对，一切有可能，但是我的比赛一直都是精彩的。
再翻译一下，我明天必须赢，我明天跟你玩命。
对，明天，明天见。
跟你玩命。
蓝方选手赵国安 ，JCK 战决城官方排名第8，地面出色，目前正值2连胜的状态当中。他的对手阿曼哈利革命81，轻量级官方排名第3 ，JCK 战决城战绩7战4胜，中原胜场率100%，极具潜力。接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。
You always had the skills, you always had the movement, you always had the grappling, but the last few fights he's just very focused and his performance inside the cage has been significantly improved.
从战术的执行到力量、体能，回去都做了全新的升级。
最近接到比赛以后，一直在备战，状态啊，各方面的挺好的。
He's got a lot of experience for a kid his age, training over there in Kazakhstan, that he'll win by knockout in the first round.
在这场比赛的话，我的优势还是身体挑战和我的战力吧。
这场比赛对于我来说是一次机会，我也能把握住这次机会，因为我有着一颗冠军之心。
Both these guys are extremely tough and both are aggressive. I do believe we are going to see some blood in this war.
拿最好的状态来对应我。
我来到这个级别就是为了冠军而来。
哇，上来就是干，连续打，哇，后手小鏊子，漂亮。
别想金腰带了，先过这一关再说吧。
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for our co-main event. Making his way to the cage now for this lightweight scrap. From the blue corner, it's Zhao GuoAn, hailing from the Shandong province in northeastern China. 26 years of age, now living and training in Thailand at the Sunkin Fight Club in Pattaya. Zhao GuoAn began fighting as a teen with early success, complicated his life by opening his own gym, and his fight performance suffered for that reason. Closed the gym, moved to Pattaya, and it's been all success since then. Impressive wins, losing a controversial loss last season to the champ Nueraihemaiti in the quarterfinals. He's moved up a weight class and is now facing last season's finalist tonight. Giving up reach is uncommon for Zhao GuoAn, but that is exactly what's happening tonight, and he's facing the dangerous hands of the crazy kid, Amanhali. I said it earlier before the fight. Zhao has never faced anybody this big. He can fight in the featherweight division, and he's fighting a massive lightweight tonight. Zhao has only had one fight in this division, which he won by decision. I very highly recommend he brings this to the ground quickly and works his jiu-jitsu.
There we see his opponent, the crazy kid, Amanhali Gemingbayi. He is a very entertaining fighter to watch. Throws hard, throws non-stop, and is more than willing to stand and bang. He fought for the million RMB, but came up short, losing to the champ Ali. And he is currently on a 3-fight loss. You know, he's on a skid, but those are the 3 guys above him in this division. The champ, number 1 and number 2 seed are his last 3 losses. He had an absolute war with Bideliya, who we'll see in our main event tonight. He lost the fight, but he went on to move to the final in the tournament just because of the damage and injuries he put on Bideliya. And he actually lost the fight, but came in, went through the semifinals with that loss, and went to the finals. His weakest has been him off his back, and that's exactly what happened in his fight against Matsubara and also in Aili. But on the feet, he might be a little bit less technical than Zhao, but I think he is too damn tough. And he throws very powerful strikes, non-stop strikes from all angles, big loopy punches, hooks, uppercuts, straights. He's willing to trade, to give, willing to take just to be able to put his hands on his opponent. So I think, and he told me that he's been training specifically for Zhao GuoAn. He moved his camp to Kazakhstan. He's been doing a lot of wrestling defense and getting up off the floor. And I think he'll be trying to keep this fight on the feet. Very interesting, you know, Zhao GuoAn is a huge featherweight, and by any means, Zhao GuoAn is filling out very nice in lightweight. But as you said, Aman is just a monster at this division. Let's see how this fight plays out. Two of the top guys in the lightweight division.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the massive reach of Amanhali.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子轻量级的比赛交锋，同样也是我们今天晚上的联合主赛。两位选手身高179公分，臂展188厘米，体重71.50公斤，年龄26岁，来自于新疆国际搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩24战16胜8负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩12战6胜6负。他就是来自于齐鲁大地的铁血真汉子赵国安。本场比赛，红方选手身高185公分，臂展197厘米，体重71公斤，年龄22岁，来自于盐湖搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战6胜5负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩7战4胜3负。他就是疯狂小子阿曼哈利。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Zhao GuoAn in the blue and Amanhali in the red. Amanhali goes straight for a lead left hook. Zhao GuoAn lands a body kick there. Amanhali's left cross
in the southpaw stance. Is that normal? Is that typical? I don't remember him being a southpaw.
I remember him switching stances, and he had a very fast straight left there. That's what Zhao GuoAn needs to be careful of. I'm surprised Zhao GuoAn hasn't even tried to fake a shot. Oh, nice kick there through the middle.
Zhao GuoAn does need to stand, distract Amanhali, and
nice
make him
shuffle punch followed by a straight from Amanhali.
If he goes straight for the legs, he's going to eat that knee. You know, Amanhali has knocked people out with that knee.
Oh, nice jab cross. Oh, Zhao GuoAn. Oh, Zhao GuoAn goes to the head. Just glances off the gloves. Nice outside kick.
Zhao GuoAn on the attack. Amanhali keeping just outside of range.
Amanhali really respecting, trying to stay very far. He's good, man. He should be using, Amanhali should be using his reach. Rips to the body.
Oh, beautiful high kick there. Zhao GuoAn catches it. Amanhali maintains his balance, stays on his feet, but they're still wrapped up in a clinch here. A knee from Zhao.
Nice knee from Zhao. And, you know, Zhao staying on him, staying very close, putting a lot of pressure on Amanhali. I'm sure this is what Amanhali has been training non-stop the last few months, considering how things have been going for him. Can he Can he create space after he gets off the wall? Zhao still clinched up, very tight. Goes for a nice little inside trip, doesn't get it. Gets the knee.
Beautiful
another
knees
body.
there from Zhao.
Now
Is
he
he going to
gets
be a beautiful takedown? But Amanhali reverses the situation. They're both back to their feet. What a scramble.
Nice knee. Amanhali just so athletic and strong. Goes for a short little elbow over the top.
I heard, was there a knee to the cup? I heard that sound.
Neither of them stopping.
Zhao GuoAn looking for the legs, looking for a high
Nice.
crotch.
Nice,
Amanhali fights it off.
He's digging in with those underhooks really well, but so Zhao GuoAn super relentless.
I love how the smaller fighter Zhao is the aggressor here in this opening round.
Well, I think this is the road to victory for him. I think he knows that. You know, if he can get top position on Amanhali, a nice little knee. 2 minutes left. And we know that the team from Sun King, those guys coming in shape, we almost never see them gas. The champ Wang in the corner there of Zhao GuoAn.
Push kick there from Zhao.
And a nice oblique kick from Amanhali.
I'm very impressed with the defensive work of Zhao here. Amanhali is not holding back, and he has not been able to connect very well in this round so far. I thought it would be a different story, to be honest.
Yes, especially because Zhao had a tendency to keep his chin up high when he gets tired. And I thought that Amanhali might tag him on the feet a bit more. Look how he slips to the outside. It feels like they've drilled this. He's got that down to a T, slipping to the outside and countering. Avoiding that left cross, that long cross. Oh, nice kick from Amanhali through the middle. Oh, stiff little jab after the kick. Slips out to the outside again. That's Zhao GuoAn. Catches the
Beautiful
knee.
Jianwei Swai technique. Zhao GuoAn relying on his stand-up base. Gets the fight to the ground. Amanhali making it very, very difficult for Zhao to keep control of him, but Zhao's been able to do it so far.
The beautiful butterfly sweeps here, or attempted butterfly sweep from Amanhali, but now we see it's Zhao on top again.
Action-packed
and remember,
first round.
Amanhali is only 22 years old. You know, we see him, he's like improving so fast every fight. Nice little elbow. Tries to go to elevate Zhao with those butterfly sweeps, but Zhao very balanced, surfing on top there. And you got to think that's one round in the books for Zhao GuoAn.
I got to give it, yeah, for sure it is. I thought it would be a different story on the feet. Zhao, well, you know, like, look.
打得很好。我当给你拿到赢。
先踢低的，再踢中的，高的先少踢。第一个回合已经有高的了，好吧？龙门再松一点，龙门再松一点。
Some of the action.
It's that reversal. He gets him down, but Amanhali just reverses him beautifully, but didn't really stay for a long time.
There's the
catches it.
After it bounces off his face, though.
Tough as nails, both these young warriors.
Ready, fight!
Second round.
Amanhali remaining in the southpaw stance, looking to kick the liver. Beautiful combination from Amanhali.
Tags him with a right jab. And this is, you know, historically where we've seen Zhao GuoAn kind of keep his chin in the air and do some punches.
I will tell you guys something that I think that is very important if you're watching at home. Right now, this is the last fight, I believe, the last lightweight fight before the Million Renminbi tournament. Amanhali is a ranked fighter. He's in the tournament no matter what. If Zhao GuoAn beats him tonight, he takes his spot. Amanhali slides down a rank, and Zhao GuoAn enters the million renminbi 8-man tournament. So there's high stakes for Zhao. He's not in the top 8.
Goes to the body. Inside kick. Low kick. Exchange. That one was caught on the toes. Oh, beautiful takedown from Zhao GuoAn.
Zhao rounds Amanhali right in his corner. The champ, Wang Jong, giving instructions to Zhao GuoAn here as Zhao GuoAn flattens Amanhali temporarily. Amanhali working his way back to his feet. Zhao doing everything he can to keep him on his back, sliding over the knees now. He's got the full mount.
This is very bad, and you do not want Zhao GuoAn on your back, but
boom. Oh, Amanhali just powers out of that mount back to his feet. Slides in a sneaky spinning back fist on the exit as well.
Zhao caught him there with a very stiff lead hook.
Beautiful head work, footwork from Zhao GuoAn. He goes back on the attack. It looks like there might be, is there blood under the nose of Amanhali?
Zhao GuoAn looking for a push it. Has a look at the timer there, managing his time. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. We're exactly halfway through the fight.
Oh, punches there from Amanhali. Oh my God! Amanhali comes from behind and knocks out Zhao GuoAn in the second. Now I can say it. I told you he's got to respect the power, the reach. Amanhali has that finishing power. Zhao GuoAn was winning until he wasn't. What a surprise.
And you know, we were talking about this earlier, saying that Zhao GuoAn has a tendency to start lifting up the ground later in the round, not respecting the power. And with Amanhali, you've got to, you know, he might be unorthodox, but he's shows again why he's called the crazy kid.
What a comeback from Amanhali.
Let's see Zhao GuoAn, how is he? He looks to be okay. They're talking to him right now. Very disappointing for him. He was busy winning, but congratulations.
Here's the knockout.
He
wham! One, wham, there's the hook.
That's the first hook. Hits him now, another right hook.
Wham!
And then this is the last one.
Boom, that left hand.
It was this right hook that blocked it first, and then another right hook here. And now it's that left one, boom, sits him down.
You gotta believe Zhao GuoAn is not facing punches like that in the featherweight division. That is absolutely a change of pace, a step up in competition. Kudos to Zhao GuoAn. Congratulations to the crazy kid, Amanhali Gemingbayi, on his knockout victory. He stays the the fourth-ranked fighter in this division, behind Bideliya, Ali, and of course, Mongolian superstar, Namnan Bayer.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级联合主赛的最终结果为：红方选手阿曼哈利·革命81第二回合2分36秒 KO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by knockout.
阿曼哈利，疯狂小子，名不虚传，非常酣畅淋漓一场比赛。那么我想知道，在赛前知道要对阵赵国安的时候，你脑子里第一想法是什么？
我操，有一个人又过来找死了，没毛病吧？
那么你已经锁定了我们赏金赛的这个阵容。那么接下来你在赏金赛里面最想遇到的对手是谁呢？
最想遇到的，我前输掉的那些排名靠前的，一个一个来吧。首先是第二图拉，然后
彼得利亚快要比赛了，别吓唬他了，你们都知道啊。好，祝他好运吧。OK。
好的，最后一个问题。那么比赛之后一定是非常开心，有什么想给我们直播画面前的粉丝朋友们说的吗？
首先，我第一个感谢的人就是我的爸妈，一直在支持我。我3连败，他们一直说没事，儿子，哎，你刚开始，没事，你输了你有勇气去挑战，你就往前走，后面我们还在，我们一直全力的支持，所以第一时间我的感谢给我的家人，然后再感谢在哈萨克斯坦阿拉木图 Sakpro Team 俱乐部的迪达尔哥，还有刀猎 T 哥，很多教练，还有跟我一块儿备战的那些兄弟们，我的好兄弟巴和卓力、坑姐、霍奇白哥，等等，太多了。还有哈萨克斯坦的兄弟马和沙特、JCK，还有太感谢你们的支持了。所以还有现场过来阳泉的人民们，还有那些大哥们，感谢你们的支持。对，谢谢，我感谢的人太多了，我真先说到这儿，不要耽误你们的时间。
好的，祝愿你能获得更好的成绩，祝你好运。女士们、先生们，掌声送给阿曼哈利！
接下来将会开始我们今天晚上的头条主赛。蓝方选手卢安·潘特拉来自于 Cute Boxing Gym， 巴西柔术黑带选手，拥有9战8胜的职业战地。他的对手毕德利亚来自于成杰格斗俱乐部，轻量级官方排名第1，拥有极强的终结能力。接下来，让我们共同开始今天晚上的头条主赛。
的地面砸击，2分钟，哇，肘击，哇，太被动了，非常重的地面砸击，太被动了，要给动作，一定要给动作。
来自于蒙古族的悍将Bideliya。
既然我的对手是冠军级别的选手，那就这场比赛咱们像个男人一样战斗。
Not afraid to stand or go to the ground as the fight plays out.
Minha preparação para essa luta foi feita da forma mais breve possível, a gente já estava pronto e aqui já me mantenho pronto sempre para qualquer luta, para qualquer área.
He is very strong and aggressive, pretty durable, and mixes up his fighting beautifully.
O meu recado é que eles venham preparados para fazer um bom combate, uma boa participação, dar um bom show ali dentro dos nossos fãs, porque eu venho sempre para a guerra.
I would say keep your eyes peeled because this fight could end anytime. These boys both pack a punch for this division. Huge size.
Here we go. The main event is about to go down. Look at the air of confidence on the face of Brazil's Luan Pantera, the Panther, as he makes his way to the JCK stage. He just looks so happy and confident. He can't wait to get in the cage and showcase his skills. Representing Shootbox Gym, Luan Pantera hails from the Amazon region of Brazil. and represents Sao Paulo Chute Box team. He is a BJJ black belt with a wrestling base, and of course, Chute Box is famous for its striking programs. His father was an MMA champion, and Luan aims to follow in his father's footsteps. He lives and trains here in China in the city of Danyang. JCK matchmakers see Pantera in high regard. A few weeks ago, he was meant to debut against reigning champ Ali, but Ali missed weight and the fight was canceled. Bideliya is the top contender in this division. So no easy matchups here for Pantera, which he's okay with, and it's important to remember, in JCK, if Luan Pantera beats the top seed tonight, he immediately takes his rank. So in his debut, he has the opportunity to become a ranked fighter and parachute in to the $1 million RMB tournament coming up in just a few weeks. Final preparations being made. JCK star Eduardo Hamon there in the corner of Pantera.
I've watched this guy work the bags during training. Last time when Ali didn't make it to the scale, he was fuming and he was telling me, man, he's so disappointed, I just want to fight. Went to the training room the next day, was supposed to fight, and I saw him demolish the bag. And I don't know if it's a skill he likes to use in fights, but I will tell you, he was peppering the bag with some beautiful body shots right to the liver. And if he lands some of those shots on Bideliya, I'm telling you, Bideliya's gonna feel him. This guy has a liver shot like Mike Tyson. Very, very good. He did also tell me his dad is kind of his hero. His dad even fought in Pride. His dad's a very, very accomplished fighter, so it's in his family. And he trains with his very good friend, as you said, Ramon. Super fired up for this fight. And at this weigh-ins yesterday, he wasn't talking. He just said 2 words, Mintian, Mintian, which translates to tomorrow, tomorrow, and showed himself executing Bideliya. There is his opponent, walking out of the red corner, Bideliya. He is another very talented fighter from the Tongliao region, one of the hotspots of the Chinese fighting sports. So many tough guys coming from that area. He has a wrestling base. He comes from a Sanda team with impressive subs. Now he moved to the JCK Fight Club. We see JCK right there in the red shirt behind him. And he has shown incredible improvements. Last season, he beat Amanhali, who we just saw knock out Zhao GuoAn. That was an absolute war of a fight. He won the fight, but he got injured during the fight and had to get an operation, which put him out of the tournament. And he couldn't fight in the main event for the $1 million RMB. But now he's back this year, still highly ranked, and he's hungry and fired up. Spoke to him a few times. He looked pretty prepared. I asked him, where does he think this fight is going to play out and where does he think he has the advantage? He said he's prepared wherever the fight goes, on the ground, on the feet. He feels he's okay to take it at any place. You know, sorry. The fighters from JCK Fight Club, they've come into competitions in phenomenal shape. We're talking about fighters like Le, who's, you know, he won the $1 million RMB, and also just a whole bunch of fighters there. They're training under the grappling. You know, your friend, under the legendary MMA fighter in China, Amu. You've trained with him before. He's now the jiu-jitsu coach there, does the grappling with them, and we've seen these guys just make leaps and bounds in their, not only in their grappling and their striking, but also just in their overall MMA game plan. And definitely, I can't remember when was the last time I got to see a Tunja fighter gas out in the fights. They just come with cardio for days. There he is, Bideliya, stepping into the cage for our main event.
Looking at the tail of the tape, we see Bideliya is a little bit taller, but they're almost identical everywhere else.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event of this evening. This moment is truly all be waiting for. We are live in JCK Arena, Shanxi, China. A 3 rounds, 5 minutes mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night Live A division. Now, the fighters are ready. Fighter fans, are you ready? It's showtime! Introducing the first fighter at the blue corner, mixed martial artist holding professional record. 9 fights, 8 wins, 1 loss. He stands 178 centimeters tall, weighing 157 pounds, age 28. Fighting out of the Truth Boxing Yuan Anilu Amazon Brazil. Let's welcome Luann Pantera Now, introducing for his opponent, fighter at the right corner. He stands 182 centimeters tall, weighing 157 pounds, age 28. He is the wrestler, holding professional record, 34 fights, 26 wins, 7 losses, 1 no contest. Fighting out of Inner Mongolia, China. Let's welcome JCK #1 challenger. I give you Bideliya. The referee who charged his octagon is Mr. Thomas Fine.
Okay guys, you both know the rules. Watch the back of the head, watch the low blows. Touch gloves now. Touch gloves. Go back to your corner. Judge, 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 time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
This is our main event. Pantera in the blue and Bideliya in the red. Pantera immediately putting on the pressure, walking forward. Bideliya does have a very good right cross, super powerful. Fakes from Pantera, cutting him off, walking him down.
Bideliya looking for the counter, no doubt. Interesting strategy. It's Pantera stalking, moving forward. Oh! Bideliya peppers with some punches, a hard cross, and a body shot.
Lands with that right cross, peppers.
Bideliya suggesting he's been poked in the eye. Injury time has begun. Referee Thomas Fan looking at the injury.
How did that happen? I didn't see the eye poke.
Nor did anyone else, including the referee.
It's accidental.
Bideliya signaling to referee Thomas Fan that he's good to go. The fight will continue.
Time. Fight!
like the game plan is Bideliya waiting for the right cross. See how he's sitting
It
back.
worked for him in the only exchange that's happened so far in this round.
Oh,
Now
nice.
Pantera connects with a punch, but Bideliya gets him back.
So he immediately throws back as well.
Overhand, look at the combinations from Bideliya as he charges forward. Pantera evades it, moves back, lands a beautiful hook, flying knee.
Oh,
Bideliya catches him with a punch.
On the way in, yeah, Bideliya's got that right hand zoned in.
This is a dangerous game they're playing. If it stays like this, someone's going to sleep.
Nice straight cross to the middle for Pantera.
Stiff jab
Pantera is stalking
Pantera.
him. What I don't understand why Pantera doesn't try to cut him off a little bit. There he is, cutting him off a little bit more.
Head movement from Pantera. Bideliya waiting for the opportunity to counter. A push kick from the Brazilian.
Right to the middle. Bideliya shifting back. Looks like he's trying to set up, either waiting for a flying or a knee to the middle. Oh, goes for a big overhand. Lots of pressure Pantera, but Pantera does, you know, he kind of follows him a little bit, doesn't cut him off too much. If you cut Bideliya cut him off a little bit more, it would add a bit more to the pressure. Hands down.
Yeah, I noticed
for
that
Pantera.
too.
Looks like he's inviting him.
Jumping push kick to the midsection. Pantera landed that one. Bideliya unfazed.
Pantera shuffling, goes for spinning YuHe kick. Looks very much like a Brazilian dance.
Pantera's hands are low.
Both these guys clinching up. Oh!
Beautiful work from Pantera to survive that exchange, looking to close the distance. What's on Pantera's mind? Is he looking to take this fight to the ground, perhaps?
I mean, it would make sense.
He's not necessarily losing on the feet.
Yeah, I mean, it feels so close. It feels like any one of these guys just need to land a clean punch and the other one's going to be in big trouble. Nice. Body lock from Bideliya. And it feels like every time Bideliya does something good, Pantera is smiling as if he's acknowledging that Bideliya does good. Pantera walking forward again. Bideliya again walking back, exiting the range, and whenever Luann Pantera comes in, he's punishing him with some strikes.
There's a nice hook there from Pantera. A kick and a punch. Beautiful counter with a straight from Bideliya. Inside low kick from the Chinese athlete.
Bideliya has his hands down a little bit. Standing dead still.
Another push kick to the midsection from Pantera, and then another one.
Luann Pantera pushing the pace, putting on the pressure. Pretty close damage-wise. Maybe a little bit more for Bideliya. Hard to call this. Oh,
There's a nice kick to the left side.
Oh, he hits him. Catches him with many punches. He's got him hurt a little bit. He's got him hurt.
Bideliya's firing back now. He got warned from the referee.
Oh, nice.
Pantera gets
body
him down.
shot. He hurt him with that body shot. Bideliya's.
Oh, that's the bell.
Oh my God, is this a stoppage? Is he gonna get up?
Bideliya saved by the bell.
Literally saved by the bell. You see Bideliya look at the ref there, thinking was he stopped, and the referee waiting for him to stand up.
3 seconds. Let's look at some of the action.
That body shot was what hurt.
That was earlier in the round. That was a beautiful combination.
That was the first. That was the second. This is the first big exchange. Second big exchange, I mean. But
Beautiful connections there from Bideliya. Another one. Pantera showing how tough he is, walking forward.
This is where he just hurts him.
Definitely got to give that round to Pantera.
Especially after that, but how much is Bideliya going to be able to recover in this 1 minute? Because it feels like Pantera is going to be hunting the body now. Look at him running out. Pantera, some urgency.
Looking to take over where he left off. Bideliya looking for a takedown. Pantera keeps his balance, then eats a knee. Bideliya disengages and scores with a punch on the exit.
I think he's going to look for a body shot.
Pantera throwing hard punches here, backing Bideliya up against the cage wall. Now he's shooting for the legs. He brings Bideliya to the ground, looking for some ground and pound.
Heavy ground and pound here.
Don't count Bideliya out yet. He's a very dangerous fighter, and he ate a hell of a lot of damage in last season's semifinal, getting his face broken by Amanhali and still beating him.
Absolutely. There we see Pantera working the body. I think this is the best strategy. If Pantera can post up a little bit more, let his hands go, work the body again. I'm going to look for an elbow here over the top. You see him starting to frame a little bit. Now he's sitting on the legs, getting some space. So much pressure.
Pantera rolls it, Bideliya over. Bideliya grabs the leg here. I'd like to see Pantera sprawl out. He does. Bideliya now on the offensive.
Beautifully done by Bideliya. He's re-engaging the wrestling there. Nice body shots. Short little punches there. Bideliya is on the hips of Luann Pantera, but not doing too much. Bideliya needs to work here.
Pantera peppering there with those short punches. Those are irritating. Then he works the body. Bideliya looking for that outside trip. So far, Pantera's been able to maintain he's got great balance in fact. Bideliya looks to disengage, then re-engages.
With a sprawl, trying to go to the back of Luann. Luann is starting to cinch that arm in really deep. Nice hammer fist to the body. The deep underhook in. Working the body. Might even go for guillotine here. Bideliya needs to be careful.
We've passed the halfway mark in the second round. Bideliya disengages now. Let's see what happens here in the striking exchanges. Both fighters going for it, throwing hard punches.
Look at the pressure.
Pantera getting the better of Bideliya here in these exchanges.
Nice knee to the middle. He puts pressure on him.
Bideliya looking
to throw back. Bideliya throws so hard he falls to his feet. Another knee.
He's still in this fight, but he's covering up. He's got to make a move.
The referee tells him fight back. The referee steps in.
Thomas Fan puts an end to the damage. Bideliya gets TKO'd. Luann Pantera wins
his debut and moves up in the ranking form.
Fantastic performance in his JCK debut. Luann Pantera following in his father's footsteps, looking to become a JCK champion. With a dominant performance, almost finished Bideliya in the first round, and he gets the job done in the second round. Here's a look at the action.
I mean, Bideliya was throwing back here, but yeah, just taking the fight out of him. Too much pressure, too much power, relentless strikes from Luann Pantera. Amazing job, congratulations.
Thomas Fan, the referee, gave Bideliya plenty of time. A fair stoppage.
Let's go to the official announcements from Zhang GuoAn.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级头条主赛的最终结果为：来自于巴西的南方选手卢安·潘泰拉·胖泰，第2回合3分11秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by technical knockout. 好，所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么8月份的我们的职业赛，那么今天8月9号103的比赛呢，到此就告一段落。那么8月份呢，我们还会有2场的青少年的比赛呢，分别是8月16、17号，在辽宁阜新的，包括8月23号、24号在保定徐水的青少年比赛，也欢迎大家的持续的关注。那同时呢，大家知道呢，在8月6号我们已经完成了 JCK 战决城2025年度的2个级别的赏金赛的抽签仪式，分别是银量级还有雏量级。那么现役的金腰带的得主雏量级王少强、银量级海拉尔克将会联袂出战头条主赛以及联合主赛。同时呢，众多拥有头衔的选手呢也将会联袂出战。分别是呢拥有冠军挑战权的那个马托夫、鲁斯汤姆松，以及呢最新的